Okay. So I'm going to start with the Agathian, I don't know. That castle one that Yanwei posted in chat. And then while I'm playing this, depending on what people get on and what's posted in chat, I might keep going with the workshop or move on to the secret pre-order forum maps. All right. Let's swap over to Overgrowth here. That's a little weird. Get back there. Okay. Let's get that music down. Okay. Alright, we got castle. Don't need that. My settings are a little messed up because I've been opening multiple different versions of Overgrowth. Okay. Yeah. Just hardcore. Nope, and nope. It's interesting. It's a single map, but it's set up as a campaign. I wonder if they originally had it meant to be a campaign. So it said all it needed was the Chivalry Knight model. Chivalry is a sword fighting game from I forget what they're called right now. I used to play it a little while ago. Thought it was pretty fun, but it's highly dependent on internet connection. So if you got a slow or laggy one, you don't have a very good experience. And then if you're not in like right away and you lose track of the game for a bit and you try to get back to it, it's the learning curve is crazy. You just get crushed. Oh wow, this is weird. You can see the overgrowth animations overlaid over this knight model. It's kind of oh, like people don't stand like that normally, but a ping. Well, like it's not really a map jam thing, so I can't really ping the jam participants. But yeah. So what this is if you didn't know, is I am streaming some workshop mods, just random ones, going through the workshop, looking at old stuff. This one was suggested by Yan Wang Ken. And it's called the Agathian Castle. It's from Chivalry. And then we're also going to go over to the secret pre-order forum, check out some really old maps from like 2009, 2000 to 2015, stuff like that. And then finally, I've downloaded a bunch of old versions of the game. So we're going to actually go back in time and check out what Overgrowth looked like in the past. Of course, there are people in this community who have regularly played those versions, but maybe it'll be nice to go back in time in history. Oh, wow. This is such a weird feeling. Is he an enemy? Oh, yeah, he's an enemy. This is surreal. All right. Yeah, this map has been around for a while, actually, I think. Let me check what it looks like in the workshop here. I believe this was actually taken from the forum. It was uploaded by someone else. They copied it from the forum. What I'd give credit to them. Let's do, let me see here. So while I'm playing this, if there's any levels on the workshop that you've always wanted to check out but never bothered to download yourself, suggest them and I might download them. The only rule is I can't really download anything that's like 2 gigs in size because that's just not doable for this stream. So this was uploaded in 2019, but the model was, so the map was probably made in 2019, and then the model was, since it's from the forum, it's probably a lot earlier. All right. Oh, wow. Is that custom? I feel like that's a custom model. All right. Oh, sheesh. Nope, that's not custom. That's just individually placed bricks. That's why, see, I'm getting just a little bit of lag here. And I think that's what's causing it is someone has individually placed these bricks. So this is by Schlemiel. Created by Schlemiel. Like I said, uploaded in 2019. So this guy went the road of just painstakingly building the castle. And now that I'm getting a little bit closer, I could kind of see it. It's a combination of decals and hand-placed objects. But very cool. Very good choice of decals and just little things like this tree going up the side. It's been a while since I played Chivalry, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is copying the layout. And just check this out. Look at this door. I mean, I could recognize all the individual assets, but holy moly, this guy did a great job of making them look refreshingly new here. Alright. Oh, no, I'm asking for trouble here. But I could also really use that sword that he has. I'm going to try going this way. And maybe loop back around and catch him from above or something like that. I actually kind of hope there isn't a lot of enemies, because this feels like the kind of map that's more fun just to explore around. Whew. There's a little bit of a janky feel. Oh, hello. There's a little bit of a janky feeling here, but I think that's just... Oh, crap. Okay, now this guy could do me some real harm. Okay. So, oh wow. Okay, this is the one of the biggest swords in the game. So obviously the character scale here has been greatly increased. That would explain some of the janky sort of feeling. All right. I don't think I can get up from there. And I've got a weapon now, so I feel a bit safer. I'm just going to keep exploring. Okay. This whole map is jarring. It just feels like it doesn't belong. But in a good way. Alright. Oh, come on. Oh! It's at the right angle that I can kind of climb it. I wonder if that was on purpose or just a happy coincidence. Come on, let me get up there. Okay, nothing up here. It's just the pity that the frames are so low. I think that's just because of all the individual objects going on here. Okay. Man, that sword's so tiny. All the objects, all the decals too. I think there's a ridiculous number of decals here. And then lots of fire, and of course fire is itself pretty FPS heavy. Alright, we're up on the battlements. Oh. Oh, hello. The way they're throwing the swords tells me that they're probably set up as dogs. Like internally. This is so weird. I'm just going to keep exploring and I'll go down and deal with him in a moment. Ugh. Can I get up there easy? Yeah, I can. Okay, then I'm going to hop down and deal with his dog. This human dog. Right, come and face me, you coward. The AI is not really hard here. I mean, I have it set to hardcore, so he should be able to do some decent damage to me, but obviously not. They didn't really spend much time balancing out the AI. I think they spent most of their time focusing on the visuals. Not that I blame him. I mean, that's kind of the feature of this mod anyway, right? Look how tiny this is in his hands. That's insane. I wonder if he built it at a certain scale and then went to put enemies in and realized that they were too small, and so just scaled them all up. Oh, crap. Okay, let's try that again. Alright. Attempt 2. So I'm going to skip the enemy down there for now, because I don't know if I jump down there how easy it'll be to get back. So for now, I'm just going to go around like this. Oh, a little bit of flickering there. And just see what else there is to explore. But, actually, it looks like that's it. I could go out that back gate there, but I think I can get to there from here too. So I'm not even having, I'm just holding down click and it's enough. Okay. Oh, there's another enemy. There's actually quite a lot of enemies here. Okay. I don't think that's water. I think that's ice? I don't know, or fake water? I think that's just for scenery, but I'll double check. I suspect if I hop down into that, I'm dropping down. Oh, we'll find out in a moment. Yep, that's water. That's water with like a great big decal on the top. All right, so I'm going to go into editor mode with this one real quick and just have a peek around. See if there's anything I missed. Nothing back here. Okay. They're using... it looks like this entire map was made without terrain. They're using... like the sandstone... That sandstone mesa object as an island. And then just very clever use of different objects here. It's a little low poly. You could see some of these decals weren't meant to be viewed quite up close, but all in all, I think the effect was pretty good, considering what they had to work with. And yeah, it looks like this was just for scenery. Once you actually get over here, didn't even bother adding anything to the back here. They never intended for people to be over here. But very cool. And like inspirational too. Like there's a... I don't know if I'd map like this just because of like placing every brick and then grouping them and all that. That's really time consuming, and the few times we've seen that done, like when Piper and Flute did that for the Jester map, that was pretty rough on the frame rate. But it shows what you can do with vanilla assets and make them just look completely alien, completely new. When I first got over here, coming from here, like I kind of recognized this, but when I looked at the castle from far away, I actually thought it was a custom model at first. So, I mean, that shows you how effective that was. So yeah, very impressive. I don't actually think I'd drop down here, but I don't think there is anything to see. It's just kind of just scenery. So that was Agathian Castle by Schlemiel, if I'm saying that right. So if there's any other workshop maps that we could check out, then post them in the chat now. Might do one or two more if there's any suggestions before moving on to the secret pre-order stuff. Just having a peek through. I mean, because most of the workshop entries are map jam entries, and because I play every map jam entry, there isn't actually many recent maps I haven't played. The first ever map made, like on the workshop, we could check that out. How would I do that? Let me actually swap over to the desktop there. So we'd be looking at items and then sorting by the most recent. And then looking for the very last entry. Well, we'll be moving on to the secret pre-order forum in a little bit here, right? So right now, because the workshop only is the stuff that people started uploading after the workshop was opened. So there's plenty of stuff before that. And we'll be looking at that. It looks like... you could tell this is right at the beginning because the description goes, flailing my way through this new workshop stuff, decided I'd update the spiffification of Desert Bridge I've been working on over the past trillion years. It's only about 3/4 done, but maybe someday in the near future, I can overcome my crippling lack of motivation and finish it in joy. And the screenshots are old. Real quickly, let's check out and see if he ended up going any further with that. Workshop items. I got Gary's mod. So I think he just uploaded the one overgrowth mod onto the workshop. So this is, I'm not saying that name out loud, but that's this feller. Looks like an interesting map. Let's check that out. I don't see any mod requirements. And it's a quick download. Alright, I'm going to go back to the main menu and see if that updated. Swap over to overgrowth here. All right. Mods. Oh, I had Animal Run on that whole time. All right. And that. Desert Bridge but spiffy. It's already installed. Oh, bunny. Okay, I'm trying not to have most of my mods installed. They keep installing themselves. There we go. All right. So that's custom levels, Desert Bridge but spiffy. Here we go. Housewives new animations. I don't think I'll be doing modders utility mods. I think that's not going to be very good stream content, to be honest. One unfortunate thing here is that something's broken. Since the last time I streamed, I actually added a Twitch chat option, so you should have been seeing... let me just refresh it real quick. But, yeah, no. You should have been seeing Twitch chat appear on the stream here, and it is not, unfortunately. So I will have to take another look at that and see what's going on there. For now, I'll just disable it. Hopefully the next time I stream, you'll see the chat on the screen. I have to keep testing. You can sometimes see the chat on the screen? Have I been missing that? All right, let me re-enable it. And, yeah, just... Oh, sheesh, there it is. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. I don't know why it wasn't working before, but I'm glad it's working now. All right, looks like it's coming from the bottom. You know, maybe I'll just move that to the middle here. I'll go to the top. All right. Well, that's awesome. In my test, nothing was working there, so glad it disappears really quickly, but that's sweet. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. That's been something I've wanted for a while. Is Merlin in chat? Hey, Merlin. All right, so this is Desert Bridge Spiffy, or something along those lines. Let me just take a quick peek here at my settings, because everything's been reset and something just feels off. I'm wondering if it's the controls. Okay, it's doing raw mouse input. I'll turn that off. And it's also doing automatic camera, which I definitely don't want, so I'll turn that off, and then that feels a little better. Might take the sensitivity down a bit. Yeah, I had to back up the options, the configuration, because I've been opening so many different versions of Overgrowth. Oh, that's too low. Hang on a second. Okay, we'll settle with that. I don't know if these guys are friend or foe, but we'll find out in a moment. Okay, they're foe. Oh, I feel like I've just murdered a civilian, because that guy didn't look like he was doing anything wrong. But, you know, better safe than sorry, right? Oh, crap. You almost got me. Alright, 2 more civilians murdered. This is really cool. So we start here. And we're on like this sort of loading dock, I think. I'm going to tweak the chat settings, I think, so that the chat stays on for longer. Because the whole point of this is so that when people are watching Map Jam streams, they can see what I'm replying to. Because a lot of times it doesn't make any sense on the stream. Merlin has a jam entry made in 2017. I know Merlin updated some stuff and loaded some stuff for other people. So it could be that. But I'll check that one out next. All right. I suspect if I jump down there, I'm not really going to see anything other than what I see up here. That's detail. I think the focus here is on the bridge. So we've just killed 3 innocent dock workers. Yeah, we're definitely not the good guy here. Another civilian. Another innocent traveler. I'm definitely the terrorist. I feel awful, but I know if I don't get the drop on him, they're just going to attack me. So I either have to be the bad guy or accept death. And I can't accept death because I want to be exploring here. Look at these little details. Alright, it's highly unlikely that you're watching this, creator of this map, whose name I can't say. But if you are, I think everyone here can agree we'd really love you to come back and work on this a bit more. Especially with like the new overgrowth tools and such. It's might be refreshing to get back to it. And oh my goodness, like this needs more detail. This needs a story, this stuff like that. This is so cool. Oh crap. Look at the apron on that guy. Doesn't work so well when he's ragdolled, but that's such a cool detail. Like you can instantly tell, oh, this guy's like a butcher or a grocer or something like that. Like he's got that sort of deal going on. And is that? Oh crap. That was close. So I don't actually want that. I want this. This looks like a custom. Oh no, it's a like a fishing rod or something. That's neat. Just all these little details. Like now I need to know the story of this guy, right? Like why is he here? Why is he murdering all these civilians? Right? What is this bridge? Look at this place. Like nobody even uses these objects anymore, right? This is cool stuff. Like I'm thinking just like get some bricks on the corners there to hide the low polys. And I'm really tempted to just like do a little bit of work on this myself later on and send it to the creator, ask if he wants to update it. I'm so tempted. This is such a neat environment. You know, and like if you add some patrol routes, bit of a story, something like that, this could instantly catch on. It's not actually detail heavy, but it feels detail heavy. Like if you look closely, there's not really a lot of objects in the scene or a lot of decals, but the ones that are here are very well used. And just stuff like this, right? Like I mean just the fact that they're hanging at different heights. Right? Stuff like that. He's embedded the meat into there so it looks like it's cut in half. I see what's been done here and I appreciate it. It's cool. All right, now we got like a proper enemy. He's got a spear. I don't think there doesn't appear to be any nav meshing for the AI aside from like just generating mesh. There's no jump hotspots or anything like that. Okay, he's just kind of forgotten about me. So it could use a proper mesh. Oh, another civilian. Oh, I can't murder the civilian. All right, good for me. All right, I may die here. Yeah. Woo! Whew. Had a bit of a rush there. Someone definitely heard that. There's someone moving quick. Focus on this guy because he... Oh, crap. Oh, sheesh. Oh, sheesh. I'll bet you there's no checkpoints, eh? Yeah, there's no checkpoints. Alright, I'm just gonna respawn here. Alright, so I'm just gonna go back and just laser everybody who's nearby. Alright. That's probably far enough back that I'm not threatened. Okay. Is that a cat up there? Look at that. Okay. I'm going to go back into the editor afterwards, and we're just going to check it out. All right, moving on. Could also use some AI enable disable, I think. Might make, though honestly the frames aren't that bad. Okay, this guy is definitely not looking my way. Oh, that did not work out at all. Oh crap. Just gotta keep pressure on him. Woo! Send him flying. Okay, so it jumps up in difficulty a little once you get to the end here, and you got what I'm assuming are these soldiers running about. Gets brutal really fast. Come to Papa. I'd still say it could be a little more difficult. I'd like to see some more options for stealth. Alright, so this is work in progress. Okay, so this probably is meant to move on to over here. That maybe like that village was supposed to be something. Alright, let's go into editor mode here and just check this out. Did we miss anything? I know I got most of that side. So I don't think we missed anything. I think it would have been cool to see some more stuff along the sides here, some more buildings and such. Yes. Yes, must respect the whale man here. And just like little things too, like the little ships there, statue half sunken in the harbor, the city that's a bit further away. This is a crazy... Okay, no chat spam, Darrow. No chat spam. This is a crazy cool map. So, yeah, like I really hope the original creator sees this. Might try to track him down, set him a link, tell him, hey, we want to see more of this. Right? Revive this old mod. But I don't know, like maybe he's not into overgrowth modding anymore. It'd be a real pity though, because there's obviously a lot of time and care and effort went into making this mod. So, cool. Alright, so we'll finish with that one. And let's check out Merlin's old map jam entry. So I'm going to go back to overgrowth here. Let me swap over. There we go. Alright, so what am I looking for here? What's this thing called? And so just for reference, that one we just looked at, that is, as far as I can tell, the very first mod that was ever uploaded to the workshop. I'll just search up Merlin here. Oh, no, it's actually Kavika on Steam. And just check out what he's uploaded. Lost in a Cave. There's this, and then there's also Merlin Map Gem May 2017. It starts off with, you should not download this map because it isn't actually very good. You have been warned. Requires the carriage mod and requires a mod that he doesn't know the name of yet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. I'm wondering if like Merlin even remembers this. I'll get the carriage mod, and then I will see if we can run it without this other mystery mod, or if we can figure out what exactly this other mod is. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to spend more than a few minutes trying to get it running, though. All right, so let's do... actually, I'll download it first. Then we'll get the carriage mod. And the problem is the other one's a Sum Launcher mod, so if it hasn't been uploaded to the workshop, I may not actually have a way to get to it. Sum Launcher was the way to get mods before the workshop. Okay. Gonna hop back to mods here. Now bow and arrow mod's enabled itself. Alright, we got carriage, that's good. We could disable this one now. Merlin Map Gem A 2017. Alright. Okay, let's see what happens. Sky Temple Merlin. It's using the default picture. So this was obviously something that was uploaded really quickly and rushed. So we can all make fun of Merlin here. Who doesn't love making fun of a long-standing community member? Okay, well, it's running. And it's got a story. Oh, that was quite a long ride. The air is so thin up here. Oh my, I can't believe it. Seeing it for myself. That can't possibly be real. Alright. We got here by carriage. And I'm assuming that this was supposed to be a cliff, but Merlin did not have time to finish the cliff. Like, it's actually, looks like he started with this because this is the default coloring for the nothing map. And then he was just white boxing it and then never really got past the white boxing stage. But you can see what was meant to be here, right? Like, we start on a cliffside and then there's this crazy high, sort of sky temple with these bridges. So, like, the potential here was really cool. But obviously, oh yeah, nice little details, just missing some stuff. Obviously didn't have time to finish it. Now, which way? That bridge looks a little occupied. That one looks pretty promising. Alright. I feel like this was just going to drop under me. Except, in 2017, I don't think they had the ability to do that. Okay. We've attracted some attention. Let me see if I can kick him up. Oh, crap. I forgot it's a dog. Hey, Cisco. So, Cisco, we are checking out old maps. Stuff that was uploaded years and years ago. This one is from 2017. We're actually on the workshop right now, but we're going to go on to the secret pre-order forum, get some maps there, and then we're even going to check out a bunch of old builds of the game. So just a trip down memory lane for some of you, and then an exploration for some like myself who've never played that. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. This got ugly real fast. Alright, we've lost one. Bad pathing to the rescue. So, fighting on this, like, obviously the environment's not a lot of detail, but fighting on this is a really cool experience because you're always watching out for the huge drops. So, this is another one I feel could have a lot of potential if it got past the white box phase. Because the gameplay is pretty fun. This is something I'm bad for, is sometimes spending too much time on the environment. Then you get to the gameplay and it's just not balanced enough. Alright. That guy somehow did not see me. Let's, oh. I see that little thing where the mouse snaps. That's a weird bug. I'm not sure what causes that. I've seen that actually in a few levels. High Desert is from 2012 if you want an old level. Hey, Surak. Yeah, I will definitely check out High Desert. One guard to get past. Says name. This one has too good a vantage point. I'm going to need to take him out. Luckily for me, I've got the jump on him. Yes, I'm taking out more than the one guard. I'm not risking that guy seeing me. In fact, while I'm here, let's check out what's in this tower before we take out that guard. Surak is the guy with the bunch of letters for his name. Either that or Alpides. Honestly, I can't remember. They both have names that do not match their Steam names. Oh, this guy's a friend. And I'm still going to murder him because I'm just that awful. Hey, it's a violent game. What can I say? Yeah, it's Surak, right? Yeah. Yeah, I thought I had your names memorized. I had a feeling this stream might be attracting some older community members. Oh, crap. We're in trouble now. Just gonna do the running back and forward deal. That's all I know how to fight with a dagger, is just race back and forward. Alright, with that last guard out of the way, the rest should be easy. Yep, with that last guard plus the friend. This is cool. Man, I wish this one had been finished. This would be a cool map jam idea, actually. Taking old maps and redoing them. If that's something you guys would be interested in, we could make that the theme of another map jam. Possibly the next one. If people thought this would be cool. Because that would require a little bit of preparation. Just because we'd want to get a list of maps that people would be interested in redoing. And hopefully get a list of permissions. Now, in my mind, if the author has left and can't be contacted, it's fair game. You know, if they come back, we just give them back the map. But if the author's still an active author, you know, they might actually want to do that themselves, or they might not be interested in getting it uploaded. But that would be a really cool idea, I think. And could give some life to stuff that's just been sitting in the workshop. We'd have to have some rules, right? Because we'd be... Oh, my goodness. We'd be looking for stuff like this, where it's pretty low detail or pretty old and could be brought to modern standards. Okay, definitely going to use the height here, because that is just too many people. Alright, come on up, guys. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. No, no, nope. Whoop, whoop. We're just going to try... Oh, we got one run right off. Woo! Start robbing old school modders at gunpoint. Alright, well, maybe remind me a little later on, and we could suggest it in the map jam chat and get some more perspective on that. Potentially, that could be what the next map jam's about, if enough people are interested. Alright, we got another carriage. The end! We made it through the Sky Temple area. The reflection was obviously put, like, right above that castle area. And so you can see it down here. Okay. So that was Merlin's map. I was honestly expecting to make fun of him for that, but... Even considering the fact that it's a white box, that was some pretty fun gameplay. I think it could use a little bit of balancing and tweaking and a lot of detail, but that was pretty cool. I think there was another one mentioned, right? High Desert from 2012. So we'll try that one. Once we run out of workshop ideas, then we're going to move on to the secret pre-order form. All right, moving back here. There we go. All right, let's check out High Desert. Oh, wow. That's, I'm not surprised you knew about that one, Surak. All right, this one looks like a parkour map, I think. Yeah, small parkour combat level from the early days. This was first overgrowth level that you created back in 2012. I'd like to think that this was the first level that fully embraced the hexagon tube climb. I don't know if I've ever done a hexagon tube climb, so I may need some help in chat. All right, that was a really quick download. Gonna go back here. Don't need the carriage anymore. Don't need this, and we got High Desert installed. Okay. High Desert, here we go. Trip down memory lane. That is what this entire stream is either a trip down memory lane or a glimpse into Overgrowth's past, depending on how long you've been in the community. It feels like I've been in the community for a while, but then I start playing this stuff and I realize, nah, I'm just a new guy. Oh, we're going to be looking at some old... The oldest alpha I could get my hands on that would run is Alpha 51. So we are going all the way back to Alpha 51. It's going to get crazy. All right, lots of camera direction with your mouse and spam rolls. So I'm just going to explore the bottom here first, but I have a feeling that I'm supposed to go straight into the tube climb. So I'll go back to that in a moment. I'm just trying to think if I've seen this. There's no custom content, I think. I don't know. I don't recognize this terrain. I have a feeling that this is either custom terrain or re-textured terrain. So terrain with a height map from one place and a texture from another. But the texture seems to match. Like, it seems to line up pretty well. Outside, nothing outside of the level. Okay. All right. So let's go find... Let's go find this tube climb and learn a new parkour mechanic. So let me just take a peek first and see what. Okay, so it's just it's just this whole like going around. Okay, okay. So like that. Okay, okay. I get the general idea. I've done this parkour move before. I just didn't know it was called this. It's just gonna. All right. So here's the thing. Oh, I sound so wide awake. Okay, the reason I sound so wide awake is because about an hour ago I had a massive Red Bull. So Merlin, we just checked out your map. You just missed that. We checked out a map you made in 2017, which had a really cool layout, but looked like it was just a white box. So, now, something I know about Suruk is that he really, really, really hates checkpoints, which is slightly annoying, but we'll try to make do. Not that you could do much of a checkpoint there. It's a timing thing, really, isn't it? So you have to start here. All right. And it's got to be quicker than that. All right. My mouse actually can't keep up. It's I start sliding off my mouse pad here. Oh, you were just demoing the checkpoint system. Oh, you're kidding me. So there was no checkpoint system when you made that. That was the checkpoint system. Oh. Wow. So what you're telling me also is that all these old maps we're trying out don't have checkpoints. This stream just got a little more interesting. Maybe not in a great way for you guys, and not so good a way for me. Because I know that everyone here has this sadistic desire to see me suffer. And I know this because I've seen you guys laugh at me in streams before. And it's just... Oh, come on, I get so high. Jump hotspot time. Oh, come on, no, I'm not giving up that early. Enjoy... Hey, right. Tim's Bond 1519. I enjoy wall jumping on hexagons. I don't see why you're doing the jump roll thing when you move to the next wall. Right, so you can blame that on some older community members who made so much fun of me for doing it this other way. Right, so the way that you would think to do it would be this, right? Let me try that again. Like this. Right? And that's how you do it. But apparently... Oh! Hang on. Nobody talk. I lost it. No! Right, but apparently the roll is actually a better way to do it. There's some people think it has a little bit more speed. And if you watch all the people really experienced with parkour, they're all rolling. So they eventually got me onto rolling instead of jumping. And now I kind of do both, but I do more rolling than jumping. So you can blame it on them. It looks weird though, doesn't it? Time to break out the room size mouse mat. That's basically what it is. I'm taking my mouse and I'm putting it all the way at the edge here. Plus, I don't have a normal mouse mat, right? Like I have a mouse mat with a wrist rest, which is really, really good for long-term, using the mouse and keyboard. But it's really not so good when you're trying to... I have a really high sensitivity setting, so I don't usually have to move my wrist more than like tiny little movements. But if I'm trying to actually move my wrist from side to side, my whole arm, that actually suddenly gets a lot more difficult. So we're going to try rolling a bit more, and then we're going to try jumping a bit more. The thing for me is actually the jump in this case seems a little easier to track. All right, here we go. Actually, I guess I'm jumping this time. It's when I get about there that I just start falling behind. Oh, try that again. I've never been particularly good at this type of move. Whew. It's a mouse pad with an anime girl on it, isn't it? Nope, no anime girl. No anime girl, I promise. It's just this boring black mouse pad with a gel wrist rest. You can get them for like $13 at most tech stores. That's 13 Canadian, so probably be more like $9 or $10. Probably $10 US. Feels like a $10 item. I'm right there. I'm right there. Oh my goodness, I'm right there. Yeah. I don't even know how I got here, but I got here. There's going to be more of this, isn't there? What world is that? I want to download it when you get home and can play. So, Surak, oh no, it's called High Desert by Surak. So if you've just joined TM's Bond, what we're doing is we're going and we're playing old mods from in the workshop, and we're actually going to go even older. We're going back to the secret pre-order forums, and we're going to download stuff from that if we can get it working. And then we're also going to be taking a look at some really, really old builds of the game, all the way back to Alpha 51. And welcome to the chat, by the way. Nice to see a new face here. All right. Oh no. Okay. So there's a little bit of a reprieve if I fall, but how am I going to get up? Okay, so this is from here to there, and then jumping onto that ledge. I get that, and then we're going from there up, wall running there. The bad thing is when we get to there. Oh no, yeah, there's a ledge. So it's kind of like a checkpoint in that if I fall, it's pretty hard to fall down the hole I just came from. But trust me, I'm sure I will find a way to do this. Followed quite a long time ago, added you on Steam when you first watched this game. Who are you on Steam, Tim Spun? Now I gotta see if I have you added or not. Arena thing, Tristan B. Oh, I'm sorry. It must have been a really, really long time ago. But it's nice to see you back. Okay. It's also quite possible. Oh no! It's also quite possible that you had like a different name at the time. Get back there. Get back. We're gonna do the roll. There we go. Okay. And we gotta go here. There we go. I'm getting that. I'm getting the feel here. Who hoists are all universes? It really must have been a long time ago then. During my time with this community, though, I've met a lot of overgrowth people. So I do apologize that I don't remember you, but I always believe in honesty. I'm not going to try to fake it and be like, oh yeah, I remember from all that time back. No! Oh! For a second, I thought I was going down that pit. I still am thinking I'm going to find a way to mess it up and fall all the way down. Oh. Okay. But this feels a lot more doable. Here we go. There we go. Yep. I just had to have faith that I could grab it. Overgrowth's a little weird like that, right? Like, it feels like you can't grab something and then your character kind of just teleports to the top. Okay, so, I think anywhere here is fair game. Yep, doesn't really matter which one. I can reach the top no matter what. Alright. It's good level design. Considering that there were no checkpoints, it's a good way of making it feel dangerous while still giving you progress. Alright, so combat. When I drop down here, he's definitely going to hear me. What I'm going to try to do... is drop down right behind him, and before he can react, neck choke him. Here we go. Oh, I honestly didn't think that would work. I'm not satisfied with just choking him out. Gotta break his skull. That guy definitely heard that. And somehow I didn't manage to take out this guy either. No! Right, so I'm going to F18 this. Oh, it's not even going to let me, is it? Right, so we're manually checkpointing this. Going all the way over here, and we're going to start right here. Okay. This is actually something I've been meaning to do for a while, is go in DHS and make like a quick add hotspot or something, so you can just add a checkpoint into any map with just a couple clicks. There's nothing after the enemies. Okay, well, we're going to defeat the enemies. He's just standing there like, what? Just stand a guard out of nowhere and a guy just drops dead behind you. Alright, we're going to try that again. Okay. Hey, I still got the choke on him. So, let's make sure he's good and dead. Right, so we know that this guy is likely to see... I wonder if I can make it up to... No. Okay, so that's not possible. Is it possible to get around here? I don't think there's any way to cheese it. Now, he's going that way. The one thing is, I could try to just wait until he looks the other way, but it looks like... No, he does have the look option on. Ooh, you can do it. It's possible. You just got to go down that dip there. So, choke him out. Now he's good and unconscious. Now he's good and unconscious. Now, you see, what's going to happen here is if I leave these guys alive, then... Oh, dang it, I didn't get to kill the other dude. then they're going to come after me, right, later. So you got to, once you choke them out, you got to give them a couple kicks in the skull. All right, moving on. So, like with the other ones, I'm just going to hop into the editor a bit. I think this is it with this one. Yes. So it's, in terms of looks, it's pretty basic. You got a train, and then you got basically, as far as I could tell, one object. You can actually find this out by just double-clicking on one. You do Control-Shift-A. And yes, there's a couple of exceptions, but almost everything in this level is one object. So in terms of the looks department, obviously wasn't putting a lot of focus into that. Obviously, it was more about the gameplay and the parkour. But that being said, the parkour was awesome, and the stealth was pretty balanced. Actually, real quick, let's test the combat itself. All right. So that's 3 kicks and he's not dead. So if Surak hadn't balanced the enemies, then it would have been 3 kicks and he'd be dead. Because that's basically what it takes with, if you just plop an enemy down, most of the enemies die very quickly. So obviously some time was put into balancing this too. And I suspect that you kind of have to, this fight is really hard with 2 people. You kind of have to stealth it. Well, maybe. It's doable. But obviously a lot easier with stealth and more of a satisfying feeling. I like that. Yeah. The environment, the only thing I'd say is the environment's definitely very dull, very boring. But, you know, obviously the focus here was on the gameplay. And the gameplay feels balanced, especially considering the fact that you had no access to checkpoints. Nope, not going to save any changes. All right, so I don't think I saw any other suggestions for the workshop stuff. Just scrolling through chat here. Yeah, I think that's that. So you guys have like 2 more minutes to suggest. Okay, there's another one, Big Temple by Ito. So we'll check out Big Temple. Man, it's been a while since we've played an Ito map, eh? Okay. Big Temple. Oh, got caps lock on. All right, it says, at some point realized how cool the old China assets are. There was no mod to create anything with them. Created some buildings, made glass with a water shaver, fountain. So it's a huge map. Okay. So we need all of this, which actually I apparently already have, plus the Allegro level pack. So how big is this pack? Does anyone know? Because I can download it, but if it's like a couple gigs, then I don't really want to be just having the stream sit and watch the workshop for 30 minutes. So if somebody can find out for me how big that is. I don't think there's a way. No, generally, you find out just by clicking download, but I'm not sure if I'd be able to cancel it if I did that. Oh, a bit on the right. Okay. Oh, yeah, good point. Never noticed that. Right, that one is a gig in size. So we'd be talking about sitting here for 15 minutes, I think. Roughly, it takes about 15 minutes for me to download a gig. So I think I'll have to skip this one just due to the size of that texture pack. Okay, so we're going to check out, let's see, Ken's first workshop mod. Now, if this was a map gem mod, then I've already played it. Ken. Let's see, what was Ken's first workshop mod? It was Bunny of the Seven Scars. So, Ken actually joined when I was running the map jams, which means that I've played everything that he's ever uploaded. I have played every one of Ken's mods here. Canadian internet, yeah, Canadian internet and satellite internet too. It's already slow, and then you get latency issues. So, yes, I have already played this on stream. If you really want to see this on stream, then you can go back in my YouTube history in the videos, and you will see this showing up. Because I have played this. The last levels of Beast, I think we'll skip that just because that kind of is a map jam mod. My first map. Technically, I've already played that, but I can't deny it would be fun to show you guys that because I'm still very, very, very proud of what I accomplished for my first entry. So, if everyone's cool with that, yeah, I can load up Clearing a Cult. I don't even think I have this in, like, I don't have the files for this on my computer anymore, so it only exists in the workshop. This is my first map. This is the first mod. When I got into modding, the first mod you see is also the first map I ever created. I created this to learn the basics of the editor. This is before I even started using Druka's Hotspot, so it's all vanilla. There's no mod requirements on it whatsoever. And despite that, I think I accomplished some pretty cool things. And I got a unique boss fight at the end. No, there's no firster. This is the first Overgrowth content I ever created. Ever. This is how I learned, by just making this. So I'll run through this one real quick. Still later today, still playing this years later, I still think this holds up. I still think it's pretty fun. And I'm happy to give it a little bit more exposure. Alright, so this is Clearing a Cult. On the peaceful island of Tunisia, people are going missing. A local cult is suspected of the disappearance. Caliph, the king's hunter, sent to investigate. Doesn't take him long to find their lair. I know this was pretty heavy on the trees and vines and decals and stuff, so I might be a little slow on older computers. I didn't put a lot of effort into optimizing it. Alright, best keep my eyes open. They'll probably have patrols about. Now, something that you won't know until probably you try to play this again and rediscover is that there's actually two ways to move up. This way, which is the intended way, but then there's also a secret second whole path you can take. Okay, I've waited too long, and now this guy's going to see me. Oh, wow. Coming back to this, those enemies are a lot easier than I remember. Right, so normally you'd want to get weapons, but actually, you're going to find that this torch is going to come in real handy. If I were making this today, I would disable this when the guard was... Oh, no, actually, it's stuck in the ground. I forgot. I made that stuck in the ground. Right, so you just come out from this ravine, and here we are. Got this cool waterfall. You can sneak behind here, drop down, and then... take out that guy. And I believe there is a checkpoint here, but we didn't need it. So the waterfall actually hides the entrance to a cave. So if you go across here, I think you could even make it in a jump. Then we get into this cave, and this is where the torch is going to come in handy in a moment. So there's this little dude that's hiding here. And we'll take him out first. There we go. And normally you go up this ledge, right? But I'll show you guys a little secret. In this really dark corner here, there's a hidden room. And it's this whole section. So you go in here, and now you got this lava cave. I suspect 90% of the people who play this mod will never find this, because you'd never think of looking back here. But if you have a torch, it's not too hard to find. Get there. And then this guy goes, this was just for fun. Hey, what's up, my dude? Take this rad sword. It's like totally cool. Peace out, bruh. So now we can take this sword, which I found in the files, and I was like, oh, sheesh, I didn't know this was a sword. And I figured, like, no one ever uses this sword. This will be really cool. People will not recognize this. And actually, I think I haven't seen this in many mods, so except maybe some of Constance's mods. So maybe it is still rare. But getting down is pretty easy. Getting up, a little harder. So I think it was a wall run here. Then there. Then you got to go up here to here. And then this is like a chimney climb, I think. If I remember right. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Oh, crap. One more time. One more time. I think, so we're starting here. There, 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 there. Oh, this is hard. It's harder because it's so dark. Let's try from this side again. I haven't done this in a while. And I didn't know about the invisible block at the time. So, there's no, like, I didn't make it easier by making perfectly flat surfaces, so there's little bumps and stuff. I do think I put a kill hotspot on here, so jumping into this would cause you to die. And then we got to go from here to here. And of course, because you don't have the torch, it's a lot harder to see. Probably a little easier to see for me than it is for you guys. And then getting out of here is really, it's just kind of blindly walking forward because without a torch, you can't see what you're doing. Here we go. Nope, I'm back here. All right, we got to go this way. This way. Oh, this is so hard. There we go. Nope, we're back there again. Yeah, I definitely should have done something about that, I think. You know, you can sheath torches, can't you? Let's try that again. I've gotten myself lost. There we go. I can see it. I can see it. Alright. Now, there's actually some water you can drown in there. I don't want to do that. Right. So then, whether you found that or not, the next step is to go over here. So you come over here, and then that triggers a dialogue. It is almost time, my loyal followers. Prepare your weak hearts, for the devourer approaches. We are ready, my master. Our hearts are filled with devout terror. The sacrifice is ready. The blood has been shed. We now only have but to wait. And I believe the solution for these guys was just come up from behind and attack the two very quickly. And then take out the one dude. So I'm pretty sure there's a checkpoint here, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we'll have to try that again. And of course, now I've lost the weapon. Yeah, it was definitely about speed, just trying to take them out very quickly and efficiently. There we go. That triggers a checkpoint with, if you don't know the secret, this is a very hard boss fight. He uses a lot of health. So, my meal has teeth of its own today. Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure if I used global illumination here. I'm not sure if I knew about it or not. Maybe I did. Might have to check that out. No matter, I've sealed this room shut, little mouthful. There's no escape. Then he replies, then you have nowhere to run. Which I still think is a cool hero line. Right, but you can't actually fight him is the thing, right? Because he kills you in one hit. Maybe Constance could fight him. But the secret is actually to lure him into the fire. And then once you can get him on fire, which takes a little while, but once you can do it, then he just he just dies. And I think how you do it is you stand by the fire and then you dodge. Alright, so we got him on fire but died. So we can do that again. So you just stand here, and then you get it. It's a timing issue. It takes a while to get. Just a lot of running around and dodging. Oh, I think we got him, but got ourselves too. Let's try that again. Oh, one more time. Let's get that angle right. Okay, so we gotta get, he's gotta go over the fire and then we gotta jump, I think. Maybe try jumping backwards. There, and then, okay, he didn't ignite that time. So the reason he's not igniting so easily is because his scale set to really big, which I didn't know back then. But his hull, of course, isn't that big. But he does eventually ignite. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's another thing I didn't know back then, so we could definitely try that. You have to understand, he has a lot of health, though. Yeah, so I got him there, but I forget how much health he has, but I made it so that you have to be very, very amazing at fighting if you were ever to take him out normally. Constance could probably do it, and people really experienced with fighting wolves, definitely, but everyone else, not a chance. If I were to remake this now, what I would do is I would make it a lot more dependable, how he ignites, right? Because that's the biggest issue with this fight is getting this guy to go on fire and surviving to tell the tale, right? And there is a trick to it, but it's really, really specific. And I'm pretty sure you have to stand right here. And then it's a motion thing, right? Like, you just gotta dodge or get out of the way at the right time. See, there he goes on fire. We just always keep dying when it happens. I would also probably add some sort of hint, because a lot of people tried this before I posted the solution in chat. A lot of people tried this without setting him on fire. And there's a couple of people actually succeeded. And it's like, but boss fight's really hard, but you know, eventually you can get the wolf. Took a lot of sword fights, and I'm thinking, you have no idea how skilled you actually are. Let's see if I can, I'll get a slash on him maybe here. Man, it doesn't usually take this many tries. Alright, so just for the sake of time, I will laser him. He gone. Right, so now we kill him. And then I had a little bit of fun with the ending. No more sacrifices. No more innocents dead. I think it's time to go home. Wait, I don't understand. Where am I? What is happening? Hello, you've won. Feel free to explore. I think Caleb here will need a mind wipe. And don't bother playing the level again. It's not like there are any secrets hidden about. So we will play the level again. But first I'll just show... There's a couple of things I just scattered around the level for fun. I was just experimenting with different things. So anytime you find a rad spot... I think this one did a jump or something. Oh, yeah, this one was the upside down. Whoa, something isn't right here. Just upside down room. I don't think there's anything else to this. You can just get out through the door. And then you just jump to your death. And, of course, the level respawns you here. This one, I think, jumps you. Yeah. You end up flying in the sky and you fall down and then you die. There's two more. There's a trick room, which is over this way, I think. Yeah, this one's a little harder to find, but... Oh, there's my camera jumping around again. But if you drop down here... And then... Ah, right here. This one, I think, is an Yeah, if you go in here, and then you walk around, it's like, what is this? And then you try to get out, and it's a wall, and so you just have to die. And then there was one more, and I honestly can't remember where it was. That was that. 1, 2, 3. I'll just have a peek around. If I can't find it, then whatever. Yeah, I don't know where it is. That's fine. So we'll go back and I'll show the final path. So if you actually went back here, there was this little spot. There were no checkpoints in here because obviously, as far as I'm aware, there's no way to make a dual checkpoint system. So you had to do this. This was like just kind of a final challenge if people could find it and wanted it. You had to do this all like in one go, because if you died, you started right from the beginning. So you can go from here, you wait till he walks to the other side of the ledge, and then you can make this really long jump. I think I purposely gave them all like daggers and easier stuff until the end, because I knew there was no checkpoints. And I'm pretty sure they all have like really long sight lines too. Yeah. So I'll just kind of laser my way through that and show you the end of that, and then we'll call this one done. I do have laser on, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, if I were to redo this today, I would definitely tweak the visibilities a bit, because this is too dark for a level. I've been toying with the idea, like, if someday I ever think I'm not going to be spending much time on the Overgrowth community anymore, but I have some time, I've been thinking of, like, just remastering all the mods, making one pack as, like, a final gift to the community before I go. Someday far in the future. A trapdoor. Where does this go? Nice, a shortcut. So that just basically skips that section and brings you straight to the cult thing. And then from there it goes to like normal. So that was clearing a cult. This was the first map I ever made. So I wanted to include, like, I have imposters here. I do have a global reflection. Decals, checkpoints. It had everything that you would need to make a map. And that's basically, I learned by figuring out how to do each one of these things consecutively, and then figuring out how to upload it as a mod. And then that's how I learned to mod. Just by modding. Which I think is how people should learn. Is just try to do it, and when you get stuck, figure out how to fix the problem and keep moving on. So that was clearing a cult. First map and mod I ever made. I'm just looking back through chat here. Is there anything else? Any other workshop suggestions before we move on to I'll take like one or two more before we move on to the secret pre-order forum. You guys got 2 minutes. Just uninstall that one or disable it for now. Constance's first map. So we have Constance's first map and the JoJo mod. So that's 2 suggestions. Let me go over to Steam real quick. Constance's first map was the first suggestion, so we'll see if I've played that first, because I may have already played that. We'll see. I have played Therium 1, but that doesn't look like her first map. That's not a map. That one's a mod as well. Borders of Erin. So I have played Borders of Erin, and I think I've done it on stream. All this is it's a fight. It's a pretty well balanced fight. It's pretty long. These have all been pretty well streamed, I think, by different streamers. I think I've played almost everything Constance made. So, JoJo Mod, we'll check that one out next and see if I've played that one. I mean, you don't even realize like how much you've done until you start looking at these maps and be like, oh yeah, I played that a while back. All right, JoJo Mod. All right, I'm just typing in JoJo. I don't know what that is. Oh, with Josuke or Yosuke? I don't know. Is it this one? Beat Kira or Josuke? Okay. I'll be honest. This one, I mean, I can give this one a quick spin. It kind of looks from the picture like you already know what you're getting. It's just a fight in the American city. But yeah, if it has some unique things about it, that would be cool to check out. We can hop on that real quick. And then I also see, I think that will be the last thing. So we're going to do this. We're going to play this fight very quickly. If it's a long fight, I'm not going to play through all of it. Then we'll do Lunny Bunny Race 3. I've heard of Lunny Bunny stuff. I've never played it myself. And then that'll be it for workshop mods, and we're going to move on to the secret pre-order forum. So let me type in Lunny Bunny Races. I guess it's just Lunny Bunny Races here. And I, from what I understand, these were just, like you gave the character really, really fast speed, and then you tried to make it through the course. Oh crap, I forgot to see how big this was. Let's hope it's not a large download. Let me see. 160 megs. Well, we're going to have to wait for it. And this is 105 megs. All right, we're going to have like a short little waiting period, I think, while all these mods download. Pardon me. So, in order, we're going to do the fight mod one first. We'll probably play that for about 5 minutes or so. Check out the Lunny Bunny one. Spend another 5-10 minutes on that. And then we're moving on to secret pre-order forum stuff. So I've got a great big list, and we'll just go through that, and you guys call out things that you like the look of. We'll see if they're doable. Try to avoid anything with, when we get to the secret pre-order forum, we're going to try to avoid anything with mod requirements, especially mod requirements that require mods from the SUM launcher, because that's going to be a huge headache. But we'll see what's there. I've only looked at a couple to ensure that they can still run. And it looks like you could definitely load some of them. And then we're going to be checking out some alphas. All of these alphas, to be precise. Just going to go back in history a little. Back in the past. All right. All the dependents. Oh, I wish I'd read that. Dang it. Okay, well, too late. All the dependencies in the right are for the fourth map. The other ones have no dependencies at all. While we're waiting for this download, real quick, do you have any history about the Lunny Bunny races that would be kind of cool? Oh, Surex checkpoints for the first ones. G to save, H to load. And this was created by Ito. Though I'm not sure if it was actually created. Okay, it was actually created by Spoody, and Ito's just uploading it. You are the record holder. All right, Surak, tell us about the Lunny Bunny races. What's the story behind these? Oh, no, you could just type something short in chat. We're not going to do like a long conversation about it, to be honest. Just for the sake of time. Beat Kira or Josuke. I believe we need that colorable rabbit one. Okay. Whoa. Josuke versus Kira. Kira versus Josuke. We're only going to do one. So, put it in chat. Yeah. No, I'm going to replace the Joe Rogan experience. It's going to be the Phazon experience from now on. Like, you won't even find the Joe Rogan experience on Spotify. You'll just search for it, and it'll be mine coming up. And it'll just be me talking for 30 minutes on a very specific function of DHS and on how I scripted it. And I'll be talking with, like, Girth or Alpines, and they'll be making fun of me for my bad coding skills. So you just recorded your best times and posted them in the forum. Videos are still up on your channel. You were the fastest one, of course, and this is why you remember. In the third level, there's even a Surak statue. Right, so Surak actually has a YouTube channel and does, I think, Minecraft streams a lot, or videos, but also Overgrowth stuff. And if you check that out, there's a whole bunch of content there aside from the video he's mentioning. So, right, I haven't heard any suggestions, so we're going to do Kira versus Josuke because I like the name Kira better. I don't know what these characters are. All I know is it's from an anime called JoJo. And I only know that because Darrow posted that in chat. This looks to me like the mod hasn't, the American City map hasn't been changed really. It's just the fight's been put on the American City map. Now, I'm hoping for something cool, like some cool movesets or something like that. But let's have a look. And when we go to the Lundy Bunny races, we'll take a look for that Surak statue. Probably taking a while because it's loading all the objects. Generating copies of them. To anyone reading this, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure goes hard, it's good. Well, now I've said it live on stream, so to anyone hearing this, it's good. You've got Darrow's stamp of approval on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I know Darrow is a connoisseur of anime, so you can trust him. You know, I feel like Overgrowth should have some sort of proper loading bar. Now that it's open source, if anyone's listening to this and knows how to do this, like, let's put like a proper loading bar so you're not just looking at this whole time. That's one of the advantages of not putting a loading image, is that you get to see what's happening. We don't need to see all that in all detail, but, you know, like, let's get some sort of progress bar going. Do you know, here's a fun little piece of trivia. For a little while, I'm not sure if it was a bunch of games or just as one game, but you would play games. What, was that it? Wait, what? Did I just load in and that's it? I haven't even had a chance to, like, talk while we fight. Alright, I'm going to restart real quick. For a while, you would play games when you were loading, like little mini games. And that got copyrighted. And so for the longest time, that just wasn't an option. You couldn't play games because that whole concept was copyrighted. But that copyright expired a few years ago. So it is totally a thing now. People could add little mini games to loading screens. Now, obviously, we're going more the direction of just not having loading screens. But really, like, I feel like that should be brought back. Right. So we just waited for like 5 minutes for this thing to load in, and the fight took 20 seconds. That was I'm not gonna lie, that was a little disappointing. So let's take a look at the characters real quick. This guy looks like he's supposed to have a tie. Then we have a purple guy. The enemies look to be the interesting ones, though. We got... actually, you know what's a better way to do this is let's retry F1, and then we're going to freeze time. Alright, let's go find him. Yeah, now we're talking character design. This is like some sort of robot. This definitely looks like some sort of military dude. With breast caps, maybe? I don't know. And then this guy, to me that looks like it's supposed to represent like one of those fur caps. Is that a JoJo reference? No, it's just me freezing time for my convenience. It's a pompadour. Probably for here. This is a pompadour, right? And then this is something else. All right. Just taking a quick peek around. This looks to be the normal American city map. Green skies, all that. Yeah, this fight could use a little bit more length, I think. Even without scripting, it could use like some different modes or Honestly, I hate to say it, but I'm not really blown away with this mod. It's a very short fight. The fight isn't really balanced. And the environment is the American City thing with the green sky. I do like the character design. I think that's cool. I think this could just use a little bit more work in terms of balance and take these buildings, shift them around a little bit, right? Make a bit of a new environment. Here, you could have some, like a real easy way to make this more interesting would just be like, I don't know, tilt them to the side, right? Put some rubble at the bottom, make some of the lights flicker, stuff like that. But yeah, like this is an old map, so that's a good point. I'm not going to rag too hard on it. I'm just personally, from a fun perspective, it's not super interesting to me. I think if you were like Darrow and you knew, if you knew more about JoJo, more of a fan of that, this might be a more interesting map to you. All right. But I always try to be honest in my impressions. So that was the JoJo one. Beat Kira or Josuke. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Now we're looking for the Lunny Bunny races. I think they're already installed, so I'm not going to bother checking for the dependencies if they're not installed, because apparently we don't need them for race 3. So what makes race 3 so cool compared to race 2 or race 4? What's so cool about race 3? Why are we loading this specific race? So this was made before the Simple Shapes mod, I think. Alright, so I'm expecting we have a lot of speed. Just like place. First place. Oh, there's like little dialogue things here. Okay. Lonnie Buddy Race 2, Surak 057 Gold. Oh, so like you recorded it. And then for race 3, it's already oh, it's got the previous winners on there. So this was a whole community thing. It's pretty cool. Brian one. He got the big 3-place finishers, and then whoever Brian is, it's just like, okay, here's your participation trophy. Okay, so, and Lucas is a dev, right? Yeah. 058, 057, 107. Okay. There's no actual timer on here, because obviously that wasn't a thing back then. Oh, something over here. Special thanks to Steel Raven 7, great mod, hotspot wipeout mod. Okay. I'm assuming that's included in here. All right, let's check this out. I doubt I'll be winning any times or anything like that. But oh, this is okay, this is hard. So the idea is to try to avoid what I just did there, I think, with all the hits and such. And dodge all this. Ooh. I think I was supposed to go through a checkpoint that I missed. Okay, now we're under here. Oh, crap. This definitely, I should not be here. I should be on the walls. So if I was in this race and this was live, I've just lost. For sure. Big time. Oh, parkour is hard when you're this fast. I mean, how do you even get out of this? There are no checkpoints, no timers. You have to go through the red rings, though. So we're early enough in that if I retry, yeah. So if I retry, I start all over. So you have to make it through the red rings. If this was an actual race, then and you were recording it, they'd be like, okay, no, you didn't go through the red rings. You suck. So that was not a red ring. Okay. Right. So I can't skip this. I have to go through it. Yeah. I feel like that shouldn't have happened. Alright, well, we're going to say I went sort of through the red ring. Like, I followed the path. Now, is this... No. Okay. So, from here, I do have to go this way. Yeah, and then this was definitely the intended thing to do. I like the little up arrows. I'm not sure how to get up there, to be honest. I think maybe you were supposed to be wall running up. And then... Definitely not the intended way of doing it, but we're going with it. I'm gonna have to just like try to take another crack at this, I guess. Try to go back and make my way up that wall. Alright, so here we are again. Whew! Oh, I don't know if it's possible. Maybe we just have to go like this. Okay. Wait, was that a jump hotspot? Is that... Oh, it is! I've been wasting my time. Okay. So now we're here, then we gotta go over here. Oh, it's so hard to just track what you're doing with this speed. Red ring, going up the wall. I definitely don't think we were supposed to do that. Alright, so I'm just... For the sake of time, I'm going to checkpoint that real quick. Oh, no. Didn't it say that checkpoints were included? Yeah, no, yeah, there. Of course, that's precisely where you don't want a checkpoint. So we're going to try this again, now that I know what's going on. Oh, I think the idea is to make it between those two whalemen. I would imagine if you were really good at this, and you were first place finisher, you didn't need checkpoints. Oh, going through. Okay. Yep. Okay. Definitely a bit of a problem there. Some things we could do now to fix that, but probably back then didn't exist. Oh, no. It's a really weird feeling controlling a character this fast with this sort of jumping power. It would be interesting to revisit this concept with a little bit more, like maybe with DHS or scripting or something. A little bit more awareness of the glitches and better ways to solve them. But it'd be cool to do. And now, yeah, your checkpoint system's been added. It'd also be cool to have like a proper timer in here, which isn't hard to add. And yeah, and just take another more modern stab at this. Not a priority of mine right now, but if anyone was interested in adding that, I could definitely offer help as to how you would go about doing that sort of thing. Wouldn't be very hard. You don't even have to use scripting if you don't want to. There's lots of ways to do it with just Driga's hotspot. The only thing that would be, like, if you wanted to add like a proper online component, then you are talking scripting. Yeah, Too Fast for You is kind of like that. I'd go simpler. Like, I'd stick with the bunny. It's cool. But, just with, like, proper timers and ways to avoid these glitches. Right, so I really don't know what to do from here. Oh, never mind. I see what's happened. Okay. Okay, so you can only go through one of the tubes. So a lot of this is just memorizing the course. And then... Okay. Okay, interesting. So you would really be supposed to be jumping through here. And then... I definitely need to set a new checkpoint. We'll do that in a moment. Just run, don't jump. No jumping, okay. So this was not designed for jumping. See, but jumping makes you go faster in some situations. Maybe that wasn't part of the rules, though. So I just have to run. Alright. Okay, yeah. I see. Ah! Neat little ideas to just catch you. Okay. Yeah, this would be really cool. Like, making a run through this would look really cool. Just dizzyingly fast. It's a nice little tweak on the overgrowth mechanics. Or not tweak, twist is the word I'm thinking of. Let me just put a little checkpoint there. Okay, so maybe he's supposed to come back here. Looks like that's the only way to go. Oh, you can jump, okay. Okay. Right, so you're supposed to jump over that, obviously. Oh man, I would love to see the I'm going to have to check this out. Somebody doing this in just one go in like 57 seconds. That's cool. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Am I where I'm supposed to be? No, I'm definitely not where it's supposed to be. So I want to go this way. I want to get through the little things that make you trip without preferably hitting them. Yeah. So I'll have to check that out on your channel a little later. This would have been a cool community event back in the day. Okay, yeah, no, I see what's going on. Gotta go here, then you gotta... Oh, that's tricky. Gotta jump up here, and then slow down, and then go this way. Definitely glad that Ito added the checkpoints, because it would be really hard to learn this map without him. Okay. Don't go over, don't go over. Oh, you went over. Okay. So you gotta go from here to here. Then from there to there. Then we're going here. That might have been a glitch. Yeah, that was definitely a glitch. Ooh. Okay. Oh, this would take hours to, like, learn to get really fast. This is a speedrunner's dream. You know, I'm realizing something here. Surak, just a little... Maybe it's a little late, but a suggestion for your checkpoint mod. G and H are right beside each other. So if I am to accidentally hit G while I'm falling there, I've just ruined all my checkpoints. Might be useful if the checkpoints for saving and loading were separated. Okay, I gotta get down there. I just gotta figure... What is the intended... Okay, here we go. Whee! Try that again. That is weird. That is a weird thing. Huh! Okay, there we go. Oh. I'm gonna have to do this a little slower, I think. Maybe that's what you're meant to do, is slow down a bit. I have a feeling you're not supposed to slow down ever in this map. Okay. So, let's try green. Green leads nowhere. Maybe we go back. Yeah, now we're on the right path. Well, what you're doing here, by the way, can also be done in Drika's hotspot. So, oh, it's not over yet. So yeah, it's the sort of really quick and easy idea that, honestly, I think if people don't want to make a normal checkpoint system, that's no excuse. Like, make some sort of checkpoints, because in today's world, that's quite doable. All right. Oops. Right. So we were here. And we want to get over... Honestly, I'm not sure where to go next. I think it is here. Yeah, you're supposed to go through here. I just don't know what you do after that. Because that just does that. Anybody know what to do from here? Or is that the end? Is that how you finish it? Like, maybe just ragdoll into there? And then fall... Because that looks like a ragdoll fall to me. That looks like You're meant to just ragdoll down it. So, like, if I were to just... Right? Like, that looks like it was designed to have fun with that sort of idea. Oh. Okay, so I'm assuming that's it. That's the end, right? And then when you hit the bottom, you've won? I'm going to assume. Oh, debug was always on and couldn't be disabled. Okay, I see. That's cool. All right, that was... And, of course, yeah, this is going to happen because we don't have the things installed. That was Lundy Bunny Race 3. A little glimpse into a competition that might be cool to start again. But was obviously a big thing back then. All right. We are done with the workshop. Now it's time to go further back into history and check out the secret pre-order forum maps. So I have a list of maps right here. And basically, we're just going to start looking through them, and we're going to avoid... We're just looking for maps, not mods, not things like adding new gameplay or whatever. We're just looking for maps. Preferably ones without a lot of mod requirements, or if there are mod requirements, they have to be on Steam. But here's the list. You know, I'm going to slowly make my way through it, and you guys just call out stuff that looks cool. And then whatever you guys call out, we'll see if we can load. By the way, Timbles is Constance here. So if you see anything by Timbles, that is Constance. We're just kind of slowly making our way down, and I'm waiting for call out from chat. Sweet mother. Sweet mother. I'm like trying to figure... Okay, wait, what? What is sweet mother? Or are you just saying that? All right. I don't know what sweet mother is, but we could check out the alien one. So that is... so we got alien boiler and alien spitter. So let's load those up and see if those are maps. So that's a character. I believe you can actually get alien character on Steam Workshop. But those are characters, so we won't be checking those out. Not right now, anyway. We're looking for maps. That's a lot. Yeah, there is a lot of content on here. I don't know how much of it was transported to the workshop or not. And a lot of it might be broken too, but we're just going to do our best to see what happens. It's 2 hours in, so we're doing pretty well for time. Ancient City. All right. Ancient City. Ancient City. All right. I'm assuming you mean the ancient city of Bastet by Spuddy. And I'm getting the feeling that Spuddy or Spoody or whatever is a pretty good modder, or used to be. Oh my goodness. That's cool. It says he's used some models. Is everything going to need Allegro's texture set? I wish I'd known that ahead of time, or I would have downloaded it. Let's see. Hang on. Got to put this map into your game first. So I think to play this one, we have to load the Sky Temple map. Oh my goodness, that is crazy looking. We have to try to load this one. This one's actually by Girth or Girth. Honestly, Girth, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Let's see if this is a big download or not. Old version and then 2014. 2014 is the new version. No, don't want to save it for later. Just want to download it. Okay, that's 15 megs. That's not too bad. Girth, that's how we pronounce it. All right. See, because whenever Moz says it on Steam, and I'm like, maybe he knows something I don't, he's always going Girth. Like, almost like two syllables, like Girth. Girth. This level is Girth's avatar. This one, or, well, probably the Air Temple level, I'm assuming. Now, I think actually the Air Temple is available on the Steam Workshop. So, you know what? Before I manually install it as a mod, let me see if I can get to it here. Because I'd rather not fill my private mods folder with a bunch of stuff. Now, if I load this... Oh, sheesh, it's a lot bigger on here, 44 megs. If I load this, will it work, is the question. We're going to try, and if not, I'll manually install the Air Temple mod. It's only 40 megs, so should be able to download it pretty quickly. And then we have to download the City of Bastet. And I think that's our link right there. That's a quick one to load. So since we're downloading both, we'll check out both. It doesn't have any requirements. All right. Probably just included that. Okay. I think we're ready. We're ready to check this out. So first have to install the Sky Temple mod. Air Temple. There we are. So let's check that one out first. Custom levels. Air Temple. See if anything breaks. You know, it probably wouldn't be hard to make a level pack. That's just a bunch of mods from the secret pre-order forum. A lot of people could rediscover it that way. All right, this is obviously a pretty big mod. It's probably just the custom models that it's generating. Now, do you guys know if this is is this just exploration, or is there a story here? Is there stuff we should be finding? I'm not going to spend a large amount of time on any of these maps, just so we can get through a bunch of them and check them out. The idea here is if you're watching me check out this map and this map looks cool, go check out the map yourself. Take some time, explore it more in depth. Or if you don't have access to it, I can maybe drop it in the chat or something. I think most people here could get into the secret pre-order forum. So lazy. All right. That's a cool start. Just that nice little thing there. The level looks slightly washed out. Is this what it's supposed to look like, or do I need to update the global reflection? Might just be all the fog. All right, it's very cool. I'd say I could use a little bit more detail here, but considering the size of the map, that's understandable. That's how it's supposed to look. Okay. Don't want to drop down there. Got a cool little thing. It's got this abandoned sort of ruin look, like there was a civilization that used to live here but doesn't anymore. So I'm definitely getting the vibe that this is an exploration thing now. Anyone can access SPF now? I mean, I had to go through a process. I had to put in an alpha key and all that. So I don't know. If that was David's intention, he might want to take another look at it. I mean, because at this stage, I think anyone should be able to access it. Now, maybe if, you know, if you're worried about theft. I haven't watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. No, man, it's a anime. I'm not really into anime. I've watched Avatar, the Blue People one. Alright, I feel like we should explore down there first. It feels like that's the one that's going to lead to a dead end first. And then I'll go up there. Avatar is an anime. I don't know, man. I took a look at the picture and it looked like anime to me. I don't really know what's defined as anime. About the only animated things that I watch are like, I watch Rick and Morty. Oh, crap! How did I even manage that? It's a Western cartoon inspired by anime. Okay, I get it. It's like I call it Western anime. We're definitely going into here. Definitely need checkpoints here. Real quick, just gonna take a second. Gonna add a little checkpoint thing here. Really, really basic, just so that that doesn't happen again. Because this is a huge map, and I don't want to start here every time. So only take a moment. Don't actually think I need to add this, but just in case. Pretty sure I don't need the go-to lines. Let's test that real quick. Oh, I'll add a little sound too, just to confirm. What's the one Sirach uses? Like that eagle call, right? So that a deal? I'll just use the gong one. Alright, so all I've done is I've just made it so that if I press E and then die, I respawn wherever I pressed E. Wait, says there, press the left mouse button to load checkpoint. I'm confused. Was there checkpoints in here this whole time? Oh, I think maybe that's automatic. Girth, did you make that automatic? Where you don't even have to set up a load option? I don't know. Anyway, all I know is that it works now. I got something working. Alright, we're going to try that again. Anytime you hear that gong sound, it means that I've made a little checkpoint. DHS has checkpoints that can do all that for you now. Okay, I'll have to check it out and see how the new system works. Might have to do an updated checkpoint video on it now. Looks like there's something over there. Nothing really going on down there. I'd say, like from a general shape perspective, just walking around here, you're like looking ahead and like, wow. Once you actually get there, it's really more about moving on because there isn't really a lot in each area. It's these giant shapes, but when you actually get there, there's not really a lot of, I don't know, what do you call it, story detail or whatever. It's just very basic shapes. Same colors, same everything. No characters, nothing like that. I don't know how much of a time you gave yourself to make this. Yeah, this definitely looks like a map that would benefit from flying around. It's more of that, like, it looks great from further away kind of deal. Like, I'd say this is more like a painting. But I'm not going to bother to get the flying mod right now. Okay, so we got that. Let's see what's over here. Hey. Oh, really? Almost intended for the flying mod. In the show, this place is an air temple and people fly around with hang gliders. Oh, I see. So this is, this kind of has to use the flying mod, really, to get the full experience. You know what we'll do for now? Since it's just an exploration thing, instead of just downloading the flying mod, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into editor mode here. And we're just going to go into media mode and explore like this. Since the idea is exploring anyway, we'll just check it out like this. Okay. Definitely a lot of time went into this, like you can tell. This feels like a playground for just flying around. Huh. There's so much. Once you're moving around fast like this, and you're not at that micro level of detail where you're walking around, this is very dense. There's a lot going on here. So this isn't really meant for people to take a close look at. This is more, you're supposed to be like soaring through, like, hey, let's go down here. swoop down, come back up, sort of deal. Okay. Technically, if we were to walk, we could have made it up to here. And then that would be this. Okay. So there's a lot that can be accessed without flying. That's very cool. This is something you could spend a long time exploring. I still think it could do with some color. Just a little bit of variation in color. Like flags or... Obviously, I don't know what it's supposed to look like in this show. It can't be this gray, though, can it? Come on, there's got to be like some color variation somewhere. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I like this. This is cool. Okay. That is Sky Temple. And now, this next one I just have to load like this. Gotta go to downloads, and it's City of Bastet. Alright, we've definitely bumped into a problem here. It's having trouble loading something from American City. American City isn't even installed, so it's a bit weird. Try getting past it. So it's using a height map from American City. That's what's going on. So we have to enable American City. Oh, it genuinely does look like that. It's abandoned. Everyone is dead. Okay. Yeah, you can just throw a bit of extra saturation on there. So I have to, I believe, install American City for this, just so that we can get the height map from it. All right, let's try loading this again. Okay. Okay. Data custom American City demo. Right, so because this needs something from American City, but it's not the new American City mod, this the ground it's on is yeah. Okay. The custom app is what you used to use? Okay. Is there an easy way to get that back? Does anyone have access to that? Can we load that? I'm just trying to take a... Like, this doesn't actually look like it uses... Oh, I guess it does use terrain here, doesn't it? Is there a way to get that map? Only with some launcher. Okay. That's a pity. I might be able to do a little bit of a workaround, though. Right? Because I could just open up this XML. And then we're just going to wipe this. Right? No height map. Take away the height map. Matter of fact, I think I can just do this. I think I might have to take away the train tags, too. Is American City on the forums? Maybe. I'm just going to try wiping the terrain and seeing if I can load it without terrain. Because this looks like a map that's worth taking a few moments to try to get working. So now it needs big bridge. Right, so we need... So it's confirmed we need the Air Temple mod, unfortunately. So I'll see if I can get that loaded. Air Temple. There we go. The problem is that this doesn't have a mod XML. Right. So, real quick, I'll try to make this into a mod. We'll just see if it works. Okay. Oops. Hang on. Looking for data. What was one I did that was just like maybe this one here. Copy that. Temp. What did I call it? Temp air temple? Yeah. Paste that in there. Make a very quick. There. There. Okay. Let's see if that makes it work. Okay, Mark Stockton, American City. Interesting. Well, I had a feeling that this was going to be a little tricky, but we could probably still make this work. All right. Clearing a cult. I'm going to enable that one first because I use the pictures from there, and then file collisions with air temple mod. So now we have to disable the original air temple mod. Then pop down to here to clearing a cult and enable that. And this is actually the air temple mod. And now data, custom, girth, air temple. Alright, I'm going to try to do one more thing to make this work. I'm trying to copy the way that it's laid out here. So I'll load it one more time. And then if it doesn't work, yeah. Custom girth. Oh, so now it's looking for air temple. So here's the thing. I can make this map work. I'm sure of it. But it's going to take a lot. Well, I don't know how much, but it would take a bit of time just figuring out what's going on with the pathing and all that. Maybe going into the XML manually retargeting paths and stuff. So it's not really something that's fun to watch on stream. So unfortunately, we're going to have to give up on the ancient city of Bastet. And we're going to have to move on, which is a pity because look how cool this is. I might go back into this later and just take a look at some of these maps and see if there's things I can do to make them work. All right, moving on. We tried. Spent a good amount of time trying. But we've got to move on. What else? I'm going to go down in a moment here, but spot anything else that looks cool? Okay, we're moving on to C here. Cat Map. Cat Map by Noxid. Let's have a peek at that one. Yeah, in case people haven't figured it out, I'm not clicking on them until you name them. So, got to put them in the chat if you want me to look at them. All right, so this is Catscape V1, a surreal dreamlike map, no combat, just exploration, no way to win. So this guy was learning how to use the editor way back then. Missing texture. It uses Steel Raven's hotspots. We're going to have to keep moving. Unfortunately, that one has a dependency. I think I'm just going to have to, like, just call it no good if it has a dependency, because it's feeling like anything with a dependency requires a lot more work at the moment. What else we got? Moving on to D now. E. Anything you guys recognize? Anything that brings back memories? I know some of these can be loaded because I went in and loaded a couple of the ones at the top. Fox. All right. So we have Fox and Dragon Ball Z Arena. I saw Fox first, so we'll try that one first. That's Fox by Corbin 3. And then Dragon Ball Z Arena is by GM Clouds. So let's take a look at those. So Fox is actually a custom character. Could be interesting. There's a Raptor as a custom character too. So those are all could be interesting, but they're not maps. So we'll move on from those for now. Dragon Ball Z Arena. All right. This one needs this one needs the wipeout hotspot. Unfortunately. Looks like there were some very kind of like how these days simple shapes is standard for a lot of mods, and Drika's hotspot. Looks like back then there were some pretty standard hotspots. Floating Forest from iDubbbz. All right, we got Floating Forest. Forest Float, you mean? Okay. Interesting. Map Jam. So iDubbbz, I know iDubbbz did a map jam. So this looks to me like it was an entry, I'm guessing. From the idea I get, it was kind of like there was a vote, and then he also put him on his YouTube, which is cool. So this comes in a zip. That tells me maybe it has custom content in it. Oh, no, I already did it. Okay. Forest Float. Data. Custom dialogues. Right, so what I'm going to do to try to get this one to work. Hang on a second. Custom dialogues. Where's the level? Oh, data, custom levels. I get it. Okay. I may be able to make this work without the dialogues. I think if you try loading dialogues and they're not there, I don't know. We'll see if we can get past it. I'll see if I can just straight up load the XML. All right. Yeah, I checked out iDubbbz's channel a while back. It looks like he's moved on from his overgrowth days. He's been gone from them for a while. Pity. It looks like he's a pretty funny guy. All right, let's see if this loads. This, I think, is a map gem entry. Was this the first map gem? iDubbbz? We may be looking at the first map jam map ever. That's pretty cool. Hey, it loads. Looks like the rabbits have taken to the skies. Time to put an end to their tomfoolery. And we're playing as a rat, which is unusual. You don't often get to see that. So it looks pretty simple. I don't think we're going this way. So we're on some sort of floating island. Oh, sheesh. I thought he just gave up and jumped off, but looks like not quite. Let's see if I can get a flip on him here. Oh. Yeah. Probably not the first jam. I know it was an early jam. Oh crap. I tried to roll into a stealth roll, and then I just ended up falling off. I think he's going to turn around before... Yeah. Oh, well. Ooh, fall damage is pretty low here. Alright, come to Papa. Oh, crap. That guy's weak. Crap. And I don't have air kick to fall back on. Leg cannon. Oh, he is weak. This map is meant for better players than me. Alright, let's try this again. I think it would have been cool to have some fall damage so you could just kick him off the bridge. Hey, if you're fast enough, you can just choke him out. Ooh, don't fall. Don't fall. Close one. Alright. Let's follow what seems to be the intended path. So, gotta go like this. Could be this. No, I'm pretty sure it's up there. You got to be up there. Ah! I hate the low jump speed here. There we are. That's the trouble with any character but a rabbit, is that you completely eliminate decent parkour from the equation. Not eliminate, but you make it much, much harder to make interesting. Something I'm hoping to fix. Get up there, buddy. You're right. You're so close. No. And you got to remember there's no checkpoints too, right? So at any point here, if I die, I'm starting over. Ooh, he saw me. It's over, Pink Rabbit. I have the high ground. I appreciate the jump hotspots. You just forgot about my existence for a second there, didn't you? Hey, there we go. Back then, rats jumped the same as rabbits. Oh, I see. So the parkour here actually, and see that makes sense because this is an impossible jump at the moment. So what can we do to fix this? I forget what's the debug keys again. Yeah. So if I do this, now we're a rabbit as well, and we got way better jump height. So we'll just play as a rabbit. Because that jump looked to me impossible with the jump height we had. So, alright, here we go. We'll find workarounds around these roadblocks. They're just hiccups, that's all they are. Alright, so I'm not sure what to do next. Yeah, you can put a player jump hotspot and stay as a rat. I'm just, for the sake of time, I knew that if I just hit a couple buttons, I'm good, right? That, to me, looks like scenery. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to go down. Because it looks like this is as high as I can go. If anybody remembers this, feel free to call it out. Looks like that's as high as I can go. So, well, it's interesting. I can't flip in midair. It's still keeping some aspects of my rat heritage. Alright, but it does kind of look like there's a path down here. It was a short map jam? Okay. Yeah, there was a time, for people who don't know, one of the things I changed when I started running the map jam was I made the lengths standardized. Before you could vote on how long you wanted it to be, and I was just like, no, I'm being a dictator about this, and I just was like, no, we're having, I think it was 2 weeks originally, and then went down to a week, and we did some experimenting, but it eventually made its way to, it was 2 weeks for a while, and then I went down to a week. And a week plus an extra weekend, which is seems to be working out fine at the moment. It's that magical time where people are able to keep up their enthusiasm any longer, and people just don't have the energy. Any shorter, and people don't have the time. So that's what we've been going with for a bit. But there was a time. All right, Cisco. You have a good day. Nice. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, there was a time when the maps could be a day, they could be 24 hours, they could be 3 days. I think 3 days was a popular time for a while. Or they could be, a month. So, this one was apparently 48 hours. Alright, so that was Forest Float by iDubbbz, the legend. No longer with Overgrowth, but had a huge impact on Overgrowth for a while. We're going to keep moving down, check out a couple more maps, I think. Just looking at the time here, I'd say maybe 20 more minutes for checking out secret pre-order forum maps. And then maybe another 15, maybe to 30 minutes, we'll just take a look at the old builds of Overgrowth and go back a little through history. And then I'll call it done for now. I'll probably have a look through these later on my own time and get a sense for how hard it would be to get these maps back into the workshop. Because I have a feeling a lot of this is probably quite doable. So once again, just call out anything you like the look of here. There's Surak's High Desert map. It looks like there's a lot of character mods here that never made it. Please try out Sum Launcher when you start an old alpha. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten Sum Launcher going right now. So, I can't try it on stream, but I can check it out later. And you know what? If we can get Sum Launcher working and then get to play a bunch of these mods, that'd be cool. A lot of character mods here. That was obviously a lot. There used to be a lot more character modelers. Or rippers. Send the link to this page in the Discord. Yeah, absolutely. I'll park this in here. There we go. Yeah, you can click on that and check it out. I think you will need access to the secret pre-order forum to look at it. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Where were we? Right. Got to go back to... Here. Okay. Hang on. You can download it in the secret pre-order form. It's like 2 megs. Okay. Well, I'm going to stick to the original plan and go through the old alphas first. And then maybe once I'm done that, depending on what people feel like, then I can try to get this working. And if it doesn't work, whatever, stream done. If it does work, maybe we'll go a little bit longer. Old China. I'm pretty sure that's just... the Old China mod that's on the workshop now. Haven't seen any other suggestions. I'm going to do Nibju's Plateau, see what that looks like. First level. Okay. Kind of an exploration one. We'll do that as a possibility. Try OGMP. No, we're not doing that. I have tried OGMP. It was a disaster on my PC. A lot of the images are broken here. Girth. Is this a map? Nope, that's a script. Rain and snow. Girth, did you add the rain and snow shaders? Was that you? Can we thank you for that? I'm not seeing anything that super jumps out yet. Any suggestions? Got Redemption, Chapter 1. Main menu mod. Your own version used particles, terrible performance. Sounds like something that Girth would make. Yep. I think we'll just do like 1 or 2 more maps, just based on the time. There's a couple of Sky Temples here. We got Sky Temple 2, Sky Parkour, Sky Fire, Sky Battle. Sky maps were popular for a while. No pictures. Gotta post pictures, man. Get people hooked. Silverfish platformer. Okay. Alright, hang on a second. Let's get rid of all these. Silverfish platformer. Alright, by Silverfish. Which is Lucas, right? Yeah. Alright, let's check that out. This looks really simple to load. Oh, okay. Data objects, rocks, round stone. We'll see if we can keep going without it. Hmm. So that one obviously needs an object that's no longer in the game, unfortunately. Well, we tried. Sintel. Sintel, is that like... Oh, that's from the Blender character. Right. If you guys haven't seen that short movie, it's a good movie. For a while there, I was... Like, I'm a singer. For a while there, that song was stuck in my head. I was singing it all the time. And it was just a cool concept of a video. Don't want to spoil it. Surak? Is there a level called Surak here? No, there isn't. Surak's Playground. That's actually a workshop one, I believe. I have checked out Surak's Playground. It's pretty cool. $48 map jam. Longship. See if we can get this one loaded. Steel Ravens hotspots. Oh boy. Let's try towers then. Alright. Foothold. Calabrina. So many mod requirements. Where was towers again? That was this one here. Oh, wow. Oh, no, that's the blood mod. Hang on. Doesn't say it needs any mod requirements. Ah, but the Dropbox link is broken. Ah, it's a shame. The Tower Series by Allegro. Parkour map. Let's give that one a shot. Definitely was hoping we'd be able to load a lot more maps than was actually able to load. But, I mean, that's to be expected. These are really, really old mods with dependencies that don't exist anymore. And just, yeah. Oh, wow. So this isn't really for looks. He was just like, okay, we're going to do some parkour. So I'm going to initially see how hard it is without any checkpoints. And then if it's not very well designed and you keep falling to the bottom every time, then I may try to get checkpoints. Now, where do we go from here? I think we're going up there. That's a wonky sort of move. Let's see. I think that's way too high, but I think the idea here is around here, jump to... Man, I'm not even sure. That might actually just be a straight up wall jump. Let's try that. That might be what it is. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm going to take a look and just see what the porting process is going to be like. And then I'll post my updates and see let people know what that would entail. Oh, just don't drop down. Yeah, I think that this is what we're supposed to do. It's up this wall, over to here, over to there, and then... Oh, yes! Yes! I'm amazing at parkour. No one can beat me at parkour. Woo! I am the ultimate parkour writer. Okay. This is interesting. Like, parkour is sometimes just as much of a puzzle as it is about reaction times. So, you get here, right? And then the obvious jump is over to there. I don't think this wall run is possible. No, or wall jump. So it has to be to here. But if you come over here, this is just out of reach. Now, I don't know if that's... Maybe the jump height was a little higher back then. But it's almost looking like you have to do something like... Yep, that's the move right there. Then from there, we go to here. This... Oh, that's dicey. That's mean. So from here, it looks to me like you have to jump over here. You have to do a wall run from that wall to that wall to that wall, and then wall run to chimney climb, I think. Oh, that's hard. And without any checkpoints. This entire thing, there's no checkpoints. I feel like there's got to be a better way. They wouldn't have made you do the hardest parkour move over an empty gap. Right? Come on. What's down here? Nothing is down there. And I can't reach anything there. And there, and yeah, and that connects there. I don't know. Is this really what I have to do? Okay. Ugh. I can't fail. I failed. All right. What were you supposed to do there? So it's from here, you get up to here. But this is just empty, right? Like there's nowhere actual... I think you're supposed to get... Oh, crap. You're supposed to chimney climb up here, do a wall run, and then come on to here. Wow. I've never seen parkour like that. So you gotta do it like this, right? Oh, and then over there. That's really creative. Like if there was a checkpoint, the only problem, obviously there were no checkpoints back then. But honestly, that's the big downside. Because if there was a checkpoint there, this would be fun to just explore and figure out what the right method was. All right, so this I think is there to there. Yeah, I just didn't get it quite right. We'll go right on the edge here, and then... Oh, maybe it's a wall run. Yeah, it was a wall run. Okay. And then from there, this looks like maybe a chimney climb. Yeah, you can make it with that. I'm not sure if that was the intended route or not. See, it's hard to tell like what was possible back then. Are there different moves now? Or is that the correct one? This is very clearly a wall run. Let's just double check. Nothing over there. Nah, that's the next step is this really long wall run, which I'm probably gonna fail. But we'll manually put that. Now you know why you don't have checkpoints. But it's so easy, Zorak. It's so easy. Yeah, failed first try. All right. Especially since you yourself made one of the easiest checkpoint systems ever. All right. It was... Where were we? Just got to find... Yeah, that's the next step there is this wall run right here. All right, here we go. Okay, that's not too bad. I just had a bad first jump. Well, yeah, but see, the trouble I find with that is you have to get the feel of the parkour. And especially, let's say you just want to hop on Overgrowth and you just want to have fun for 5 or 10 minutes. The issue isn't even the difficulty. The issue is the fact that to get back up to that jump, you have to spend, a long time learning all the jumps perfectly. And so this one, 5-minute experience becomes 40 minutes of struggling. And that's great when you want to sink that amount of time into it. But for people who are just trying to play casually and only have, a short amount of time, then not so great. Let's try that again. I'm pretty sure that's the move right there. Like, personally, I find that, mastering a difficult move is fun. And figuring out the parkour challenge... Actually, for me, the funnest part of parkour is the puzzle, right? That's why I'm having so much fun on this map, is because it's not just about trying to do the moves, because after a while, the moves aren't terribly hard. But it's also just figuring out where to go. And, it's like, is this the right move? Am I supposed to be doing this? I don't see enough of that in parkour anymore, including my own levels. Hard can be fun, but it's time, losing a lot of time to one level when you just wanted to have, 10 minutes to do something fun. That's less fun. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm making the right move here or not. Let's, let me try, you know what? I'm going to try this. Going to go up to here, then, oh, crap. I might have it. I think it's like this, and then to wall run. Ooh. Can I get turned around there, though? By the way, I think this will be the last map, because I want to get onto the alphas real quick. Time's moving on. I got other stuff to do the day, so... I think when I get to the top here, we'll check out the alphas, and then call it done for the day. Hey, now we're talking. So I did have the right idea. Yeah, I actually probably could have done that in one jump. There, to there, there. Okay. Now what? This one's weird. Oh, I see. There's a little gap there. This is kind of like just a reprieve. Oh, crap. Okay. So like that. Nope. Though, I mean, I do see how, like, Constance and a lot of the older players are so good at parkour. It's because, unlike us newer players who have checkpoints, you had to fight and claw your way up to here every time. And so, I mean, I appreciate that. Not my thing. Oh, crap! Okay, I think, so you have to get up here first. Oh, that camera snapped back. There's this weird bug where my camera's snapping all the time. Oh! This is fair. If I count this as my checkpoint, this is fair. Ugh. Whew. Let's try, No. Oh! Alright. Yeah, I'm not fighting my way up to the top there. That was from here to... Let's see if I can find it. Here, up to here. That's right here. Okay. Now we're talking. All right. Okay, so this looks to me... Nope, that's too high. Oh, this is weird. Where on earth do you go from here? I don't see any gaps in there. This looks like the only... Nope, because there's no gaps up there either. So there's nowhere to go that way. There's places to go there, but they're just so far out of reach, right? I don't see anything over here. That's... Maybe... Alright, maybe this... To there, and then... Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. That's smart. That's cool. I wish there were more parkour levels like this. I mean, add checkpoints, but make it a puzzle so you're hunting for where you need to go. Okay. I think I might have been onto something there. I'm going to get caught up. Where was I? I was here. Got up over to here, I think. Yeah, I was right here. Okay. So, wall run to there, which hopefully gets us up to there. Yeah, it starts with the wall run here. And then that churns into a chimney climb. Oh, so you just have to get to there. Without going too far. That's the challenge. If you go too far, then you've got nowhere to go. Almost. Oh, yep. Yeah. Oh, no, I've lost it. Oh, I was right there. I could see it. Oh. My camera gets a little turned around. Oh! Okay. That's just a jump. Okay. Then from there, that's just a jump over to here. Then onto here, and then final jump. And we got the egg. Woo! Surak, so I actually tried running in compatibility mode for like I got Alpha 11 from Merlin and some of the earlier ones, and unfortunately I couldn't run them at all. So the earliest one I could run was Alpha 51. So that's unfortunately as far back as we can go. Okay. It is time to take a journey back into the past. And we're going to go backwards, older and older and older. So, this first one I got from Constance. Thanks, Constance, for sending me that. This is Alpha 206, which is apparently the last alpha before the Awesome Yum UI was ditched. I could not find back in hash map. I think I hit the wrong one here. Oh, we're not off to a good start. I ran all of these to make sure that they would work. Let's try worker. That shouldn't work though. That's not it. Could not find back in hash map. Do you know how to fix that bug? I've never seen that bug before in my life. Huh. Maybe I've got a remnant process running. I don't know for sure if that's a system process or if that's the leftovers from when I was running it. The only way to find out would be to do a restart, which ends the stream. I don't really want to split the stream. Okay. Oh, the Wolfire. I'll just straight up delete the Wolfire directory. That's probably... I backed it up with the expectation that this would mess it up. So we'll just go over here and... Problem solved. All right, back to alpha. Let's give it a shot. Hey, there we go. Okay. No, you may not. All right. What's a good one? I don't think the parkour was much different at this point. So let's do one with combat. And honestly, I don't even know which ones have. I can always add in an enemy if I have to. You know what? We'll just go red shards. We'll go as far back with red shards as we possibly can. So in testing here, I found a couple of interesting things. Yeah, I know. Once I load it up, it'll be full screen. I did testing for all of these, and unfortunately, I found that this particular version. Oh, let me turn this down real quick. Audio, no music. Okay, this particular version has a mouse bug, which I can't seem to get around. So what I had to do was set automatic camera to true. We got to get that mouse sensitivity up. Yep. And then the camera kind of... Oh, get over there. Oh, I had this working before. It's not perfect, but I can get it to a point where you guys can kind of see what's going on. Okay, get to the top of that, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, like it's not perfect. You're going to have to depend on the default camera following around because I can't control the camera. But in my testing here, I found that the main difference is that there doesn't appear to be any stealth mechanics. So when I go here, so this is what the UI looked like back then. When I go here and I go to add the rabbit guard, for example, and he's facing the other way. But now I'm going to go over here. It's got this funky little crouch animation. And so, see, I've got the drop on him, right? But when I get near him, he just he just locks onto me. He just turns around. The combat feels fairly similar. Like, it looks like it was pretty much dialed in at this point. There's also... Yeah, there we are. And when I was trying the parkour, it was... It's really hard to do parkour with his broken camera. So I won't try much. But, you know, parkour seemed fairly normal. Oh. Yeah, see, with limited camera control I have, this is difficult. So unfortunately, because of that broken camera, I'm not going to spend too much time in this version. Well, honestly, I won't spend too much time in any of the versions. But like, I can do a ledge grab. I can jump up like this. I can do wall runs. Oh, I'm trying to manipulate the camera into turning the way I want. So the parkour seems pretty normal. It just seems like back at this stage, Overgrowth didn't have any stealth. And there's also, you know, way less objects to pick from. This is all the old stuff that people could make maps out of. So I'm going to exit out of this one. Now if we go a little further back, this is A150. Let's see if I can track that in here. And from here further back, I have no options. I don't think I have any options for resolution, so it's just stuck with what it is. Let's go to red shards again. So this is over 50 alphas back from the one we just looked at. Yeah, it was a good looking UI. It's a pity you couldn't stick with it. Although, having worked with IMGUI now, or Dear IMGUI in the code, I can appreciate how easy it is to set up. So now, the first thing you'll notice is that there isn't really any, like, combat mode or whatever. You just go straight from here into fighting mode, or idle. The head's also a little weird, like when it stretches like this. Now, I think the parkour feels pretty normal. I'm going to see if I can turn automatic camera off. Oh boy. Might not be able to now. See, I think from now on, to change any of the settings, I need to actually go into the configuration files. Here, what I'm going to do real quick is delete the Wolfire folder again. Let's go back to here. Nope. Because I don't know what that means. Or what that entails, rather. And I'm pretty sure that whatever that link is sending to doesn't exist anymore. Okay. And I think now we're just kind of stuck with the music. Also, F1 doesn't go in and out of the modes. It's 8 is the only way to go into playable mode now. But, you know, parkour seems to make sense. I can do the flip in the air, whatever. Let me pull an enemy in. Yeah, I'm getting the sense of that. Some launcher was a pretty big thing. So let's load a character into here. Come on. There's that hang time wheel. It pulls all the objects up. Oh! Brutal. Let's get back to him. Come on. Oh. Let me press X and revive him again because that was too short. Combat still feels pretty normal here, right? Like, it's... I'd say the enemies may be a little bit more aggressive. And you'll notice that it isn't able to come off the ledge. But combat's still pretty normal. Oh, okay. That is an interesting bug. I've never seen that bug in the normal alpha. Okay. But yeah, other than that, we're not too deep into alien territory just yet. Oh, another interesting thing is I can't get out from inside a object. So that's neat. But yeah, we're not, like I said, we're not too weird yet. You can see we're starting to regress a little, but still things are pretty normal. So now we're going to go back to A100. So now we are 100 generations back from the previous alpha, and I think, like, what? Hey, Surik, what year would this be when this alpha was a thing? We're pretty far back now, I think. There's only 3 maps to choose from. And I think from here on back, there's only 3 maps. I'd have to take a peek at where I grabbed this from, but I know this is pretty far back. Once we get to A66, which I think is the next one we're looking at, we're going to be looking at something from 2017. Okay. A100. So we've got movement, but I believe this guy never attacks me, right? So that's the first change, is that you just you can walk through him, for starters. And he's got the reactions, but they look pre-animated to me. And, like, see how he just flips on the ground there? Like, I don't think there's any ragdoll physics here. This is all pre-animated. It's a combination of IK and such, but there's no proper ragdoll. Now, I'm going to try... I'll see if I can actually go into ragdoll here. I'm not even sure if I can go into ragdoll. Yeah, I know. I'm not... I'll take a quick peek here. But I don't know if I will, how much time we'll spend, but I do want to just take a peek and see if I can get into it. Because I'm pretty sure that at this stage, all the animations were in-game, right? Like, there was the rigging system in the game. Which is, I feel like it's kind of a pity that that was abandoned. But yeah, basically the combat here consists of me kicking this guy, and he just kind of blocks. It's 3 hits, and then a spin kick, and he dies. And then he immediately respawns. And there's not much else to look at here. I think there is a building. Yeah, there's this little area over here. Also, I don't think that there was a jump kick in this version. So this is Alpha 100. Let me see... Also, yeah, that was the extent of the parkour. What you just, that little blur you saw there? It just kind of... It's incredibly buggy. But, you know, it's nice looking. And I think if we look now into the editor... It's a pretty small list of objects. We got these 4 characters. Now, Surik, how do I get into the animation editor here? Oh, you know what? I think I see it. There's missing... Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I have to manually change the resolution, I think, or I won't be able to access the animation editor. I've got the rigging tool here, but everything else is hidden. So let me reload that one real quick. And open up documents, get to Wolfire. Oh wow, that's different. Okay. Config. Here we are. So right now we're at 800 by 600, and I want to be at... I don't even remember what my resolution is. 19... Oh, what's my resolution? What's the standard HD resolution? Somebody post that in chat. Honestly, I never have to change these, right? It's all automatic now. 1920 by 1080. That's it. Thank you. By 1080. All right, let me save that. Now when I load it up again, we should see all the options. Or not. It could just absolutely ignore that. The rigging tool is actually grayed out here. There's this button that exits the game. Okay. So I think the rigging tool is there, but I'm not able to access it for some reason. All right. The next alpha back is jumping to alpha 66. Oh, select a character first? Okay, yeah, I'll try that first. Yeah, I tried dragging the window edge, but I don't have the option. Alright, so let's select the character. Okay, now the rigging tool opens up. Okay, so... show skeleton. I don't really see the skeleton here. It's really hard when you're just guessing at what's over there. Is that a help file? Nope. Alright, well, this is animation. Alright. Pose editing, weights editing. Yeah, maximize is grayed out too. There's no option for it. I'm just going to click on one of these. I don't know. Doesn't do anything. Weights editing. Create IK line. I see a lot of options, but there isn't... clicking the buttons isn't really doing anything. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Flip pose? Flip pose crashes the game. Well, we did something. I might go back to that at a later date. Okay, now we're on to Alpha 66. At this point, the game is called Lugaru 2. It's not even called Overgrowth. Alright, I don't even have a character here. We're just going to stand in the air as we fall. This is the character. They don't have any mouth shapes or anything. They just stand like this. Movement is very slow and really, really weird here. If I go over to the character, I can kick him, and he kind of just flies back and goes into ragdoll, but then he just teleports. And yeah, I can also do this. So there's really just the one attack animation. and it will hit him from anywhere across the map. And this is how he runs. In slow motion, his mouth open like a statue. Oh, yes, and also, this is me jumping. There isn't really a jump, per se. It's just hold down the spacebar and your character will float into the air. Right? So that's what jump is like. Also, I think we've already passed the stage where the shadows are pre-baked. So, if we go over to here, there was actually a bug in this one I had to fix. It was looking for a gunshot sound. Yeah, so if we go over to here, and we take a look at... Actually, we might be past the section where there is shadows. I'm not sure if these are casting shadows at all. Oh, no. Well, there's kind of this here. It's like if I select all of this, right? And I just move it. The shadows are left behind. Because shadows weren't calculated dynamically back then. So all of those shadows had to be baked. And that just means that it creates a light map. It's kind of like overlaying a texture onto the world. It's kind of like putting down decals. Sort of. But everything was baked. And I think in this one... Oh, I can't restart. Let me... Alright, well, let me just fly up then. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Bake shadows. Yeah, if you, Oh, boy. Come on, buddy. You can make it. Fall back down. It's got so far to go. See if he can collide and not go through. Okay, so if I press shift here, instead of rolling, what the character does is he ragdolls, and then your camera just kind of leaves him. But if I release shift, he just pops back where I'm at. So that's that alpha. And this guy just eternally follows me too, by the way. Except that he seems to be bound by gravity. So I'll leave you with this horrifying image for that alpha. That was Alpha 66. And it just gets rougher around the edges. We got 2 more to go. Alpha 55. And actually, let's do Abandoned Grove this time. I wouldn't call those shadows crispy, Surak. They were they were pretty bad. Pretty pixelated. Which makes sense because you wouldn't have a lot of memory to store those shadows, so you had to store them in pretty small files. Alright. Now if I load in, now we don't actually have a character anymore. Say hello to the precursor to Rabot. This is basically all you get in terms of a character. 3 balls and some cylinders. It's cool that the train looked good right from the outset, though, right? Like, oh yeah. Also, if you want to, oh, there's the rolling. If you want to climb, it just kind of hold right click, and he just kind of goes up. Just like that. Ignores gravity and physics and all that. He just floats like... So that's the state the game was in when you bought it. That's how long Surak has been a member of the community. I believe this alpha is, I think 2013 maybe? I don't know. When did you buy the game? That would be... Then we'd be able to time this alpha. Alright, we floated to the top. Also, I don't think there's any fall damage, so at this point you can just do that. You can see, though, like, the basics of the game are there. When you're jumping, it's got that feel is still in the game today. It's a little rough around the edges. I'll show you something here. Like, if I turn around and then immediately hit, he just kind of does a backwards jump. Right, like, it's not polished or anything, but... so this was 2000... Okay, it's even further back. This is what the game looked like in 2009. And I believe 2009 was when development... That year was when development started on Overgrowth, right? So we're looking at... This is only 50 versions in, 55 versions in. When it was just like going... They were going all out on it and adding new things all the time. And yeah, I mean, you can, even at this early stage, you can still make stuff. You know, you can just click and boom, there we are. We got a creep block. But I mean, there's not much you could do with parkour because, so I'd imagine at this point, anyone making maps, it was more just for the looks of it, right? Like, can I? Let me just see. I don't think I can. Yeah, you can't even add a character. There's no combat. There's no stealth. There's no parkour. I think the 3 pillars of Overgrowth is combat, parkour, and stealth. So right now it was more of like a demo of just the graphics and of the animation system, which probably at that time was completely brand new. No one else doing anything like that. I'm guessing. Let's see. Actually, while we're here, let's see if I can access the rigging tool. Let me see if I can find Mr. Rabot. Way over here. But that's not his character, is it? And I don't have a retry option, so I'm just kind of stuck with him being there. Check the other tabs at the top. We've got shader editor, material editor, miss object tool. Clicking on that doesn't do anything. Maybe I have to open something. Like, let me open this. Still doesn't do anything. Material editor, miss object tool. You just click on them and nothing happens. These are just toggling editors. Isolate. Surface display, projector box display. I have a feeling those are for decals. Then we have don't use these yet. So I believe this is going to be for the rigging, and this wasn't ready yet. Well, you'd think that if they have don't use these yet here and edit here, these should have been usable. But I'm not quite sure how. And then over here, lighting editor. Interesting. Night, day toggle. Yeah, all these buttons are clickable, but they don't really do anything. So about all you could do at this stage would have been to go in, create a level, and save it. And I'll bet you probably had to overwrite a default level too. That's my best guess. But, I mean, you know, it'd still be pretty cool to just make cool-looking levels. Like, there's a fairly big list of things here that people would have had to play with. Now, is this an actual weapon? I think it's just a model. I think, yeah, you're preparing for when it would be a weapon, but it's just a model at the moment. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the earliest possible alpha I could get. And the reason I can't get anything earlier than this is because at Alpha 51 they added this new menu. And before that, the old ones require a key which I don't have access to. Like some sort of old alpha key. Check out Forgotten Plains. All right, so this is basically the oldest alpha I have access to. The old, some of the really old ones maybe didn't have the menu. I don't know, but they won't run. And then some of the ones older than this, like just Alpha 50, for example, it will run, but I can't get anywhere in it. I'm stuck at the menu. So if I press 8 here, still have the character. And there's actually a little test character here too. And here I can just jump up things. Like I think I can go over to these rocks and do the Skyrim thing where you just keep jumping until you reach the top. And the I can also right click. Like right click does this sort of gravity thing. Yeah, if you can get past the menu in the older alphas, they might still be runnable. So if I take that away, I can kind of jump my way to the top. But other than that, this is how you get around. Just hold right click. And honestly, not too much difference from here to Alpha 50 as far as I can tell. Like, if you go into editor mode, the same thing, don't use these yet. The same sort of options are there. So yeah, this is the earliest possible alpha that I can access. This is what Overgrowth looked like in, well, if that previous one was 2009, let me scroll up here. December 1, 2009. This is probably the month before that. I actually had access to A11, Girth, but I couldn't run it on my computer. It doesn't work on Windows 10 as far as I can tell. Merlin sent me the same thing. He offered me a bunch of older alphas. So, yeah, I tried going back, and there was just kind of this point where the really old ones wouldn't run, and then up to just before Alpha 51, because I downloaded a lot of different ones. Just before 51, then they would run, but I couldn't get past the menu because of that lack of authentication. Because, you know, that's actually probably what it is. I probably had the right number, but the server that's trying to authenticate it just isn't online anymore. Which makes sense, because they abandoned that system at Alpha 51. So, yeah, this is as far back as I could get. So that is the farthest back I can take everybody in terms of Overgrowth history. And we're approaching 3 o'clock. So I think this is probably a good... Well, okay, no. What I can do is I'll go back to Alpha 150, which is the earliest alpha I can run that doesn't have bugs, that doesn't have that mouse bug. And I can try to install the SBF, the Sum Launcher, if you just walk me through that real quick. Sum Launcher. Sum Launcher. All right. I'm not sure if this is it or not. I am not creating any tutorials for A150. Nah, man. I'm going to poke around with it and see if it's possible to like make some funny animations or something like that. But I'm not digging too far into it. My focus is going to be more on seeing what we can bring into the workshop. I was on the wrong page. Right here, okay. And I'm guessing, I mean, I'll do this with Alpha 150. Oh, all mods have been updated to use the new mod system from Beta 3. I don't have time to download Beta 3. But I can see if the Sum Launcher works for version Alpha 150. Windows download. Try that again. Can't be downloaded securely. If I press... I'm going to assume pressing keep is safe for this. Alright, so I've got the SUM launcher. What am I just opening this up? Is that what's happening? Just double click on this. Wait, I need to install Java for this? Error loading content from server. This does not look promising. This to me looks like whatever this was using isn't active and up anymore. I had a feeling that might be a problem. And now it looks like it's just hanging on initializing. Ah, well. I mean, you know, it's been years. There's no reason to keep those sorts of servers up. So, like I said, I'm going to take a look, and I'm going to see if it's possible to bring these mods into the modern age. I mean, if nothing else, we have access to the files, and I think with a little bit of tweaking, it wouldn't be too hard to get these things to work anymore. Like, so for example, what was the one that had trouble? Red Desert, let's say, for example. Right? Anytime it's trying to find an object and it has the wrong path, you can just do a quick find and replace. And then I would imagine it should work. Yeah, so I think it'd be fun. It'd be neat to talk to Ito and see what he has managed to do and what he hasn't, and then see what can be done. And also like those character mods, see if some of the characters from back then could be brought into the workshop. Yeah, and you know, also like I stated earlier, it'd be fun to get into contact with some of the creators and see if maybe we can modernize some of these maps and add a little bit more detail. And well, for example, I will load up one more map here real quick. Just give me a moment. Or like with that desert bridge map we looked at earlier, that was really cool. Or one of the ones I was downloading when I was doing the testing was, I think, a city in the desert. So like on the forum post, this was just somebody was experimenting with the editor and created this idea, right? And it's this really, really basic idea. And it's probably been forgotten about a long, long, long time ago. Because there's not really much of anything, right? Oh, hang on. There I am. Okay. Right? But it'd be fun to go into stuff like this and just, you know, add a couple more things, add some enemies, patrol routes, and just revive stuff like this where a long time ago, somebody used these very limited tools to create this idea, and maybe they've forgotten about it a long time ago, and everyone's forgotten about it. These are just abandoned mods, you know? So you throw in some patrol routes, redo the lighting a bit, add some decals, just stuff that's a lot easier now to do than it probably was back then. And then release the mod, crediting the original creator, and give it new life. Right? Stuff. I think that'd be really cool to give some of these old mods new life. You know, just spend like an hour or two just poking around and seeing what could be fixed in an hour or two. But yeah, I think this is a good place to end the stream. I'm going to go get myself some food, and then I got to get ready to do some other stuff in the day. So, we've been at this almost 4 hours. It's been a nice little trip through memory lane, or in my case, a trip through the past. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys, hopefully, in the Wolfire stream, which I'm hoping will be in a week or two from now. We'll see. Adios.